Quarantine day.
I have no idea what day it is either.
No Joe Budden. No Rory and Mouse.
All right, Parks, I'm gonna play your drop even though Jill Scott is in it. Erica might get mad. You want me to play it or you want me to just say that you're here?
Nah.
You want me to say that you're here?
All right.
This Parks.
I was telling Parks off mic, if Jill's sound is not perfect tomorrow,
I'll be hitting her.
he's
Don't
the
worry
first.
about
He's
it.
the first call.
Yeah. You know how I give it up.
Because women in technology are not the best.
That's misogynistic, Rory.
I was hoping for some backing, so it didn't sound that way.
Nah, you gotta leave it on.
Nah,
bro.
fam.
Hey, man. Yeah, I'm gonna be right over here.
Yeah.
by the Gatorade.
Yeah, you need something to drink? I got you.
Yeah, what episode is this? Savon.
The three
My
something.
man. Welcome to episode 343 of the Joe Budden podcast. I am him, Joe Budden, here with a few of my nearest and dearest buddies. Rory is here across from me. Maul is at home in front of his custom artwork. Parks is here. I'm sure Rem is somewhere faint in the background. Erickson is here. Savon is here, and Alex is here. Though I haven't heard him.
Scream Man just be listening.
All right, there we go. Yeah, see, I fuck with Scream Man. Gentlemen, how are y'all doing? How are you feeling? What's the mood? What's the vibe? Talk to me.
Good, man. Good. I think I'm finally starting to feel like this may all be getting a little better soon.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What makes you feel that way?
They're trying to make it appear that way.
Where'd you get that from?
Just
CNN.
seeing.
Oh, you
just,
fell for Mike Pence delivering the empty boxes of PPE to the hospitals?
No. It's other things going
He's
on.
a
in the
patriot.
country. You know, it's just starting to feel like things are. It doesn't feel as scary as it did a few weeks ago. It doesn't feel like we don't see the light at the end of the tunnel. It's starting to feel like we almost out of this. So
I love
think-
your optimism.
I think
Yeah.
the government has peeped that, and they're going to scare us with something nuts next week.
No,
Well,
they're just
that's
gonna open up
Because
the
we
world
got over the Hornets. Like we kind of was like, all right, bees, whatever.
no, but that's the thing.
Everybody was
I feel like
outside.
people feel like this was a lot of scare tactics, a lot of to get people scared and frightened and worried. And I feel like people are just over it. People like, listen, man, it is what it is. Like that seems to be the feeling now that people are not really living in fear right now.
Yeah, I mean, everyone was outside the last few days. I will say that.
Yeah.
I looked out my window, and it looked like a regular day.
I agree with that.
I agree you
Fair.
shouldn't live in fear, but you should be very cautious and
Yeah. Just do
limit
the
your
things you've
time
been doing.
outside.
You should have
in the
been washing your
meantime.
hands. You should have been taking care of your immune system. Like, these are things you should have been doing.
I'm gonna go ahead and stay inside still.
Yeah, I think I'm
Personally.
with you, Parks. Inside.
Oh no, I mean I
seems
get it.
all right
Don't
now.
get me wrong. I'm not saying run outside and be around thousands of people. I'm not saying that. But as far as like being in the house and being scared to just go out and do normal shit, like I think that's over it. I don't think people are living like that.
And that's exactly why they're not going to open shit.
Because everybody in the
like
park.
you. The therapist right now would say, hey, I asked you guys about you guys, and you started talking about the world.
Well, we're part of the world.
How are you guys doing?
Well, he was saying he's no longer living in fear, and then took that thought to another level.
I never even took Molly Maul to be fearful of nothing.
No, come
Oh
on.
no, I was fearful
Maul's
of this
never-
shit
I don't
first.
think he
Maul's
ever,
never
ever
felt fear in his life.
Okay, you know what? Forget it. I got a better idea.
Okay.
I got a better idea. I'm used to you guys by now. We've done this for years. How about we start with a question? Can I ask you guys a question? Just to set the tone for just like transparency and honesty.
Okay. Because I was going to ask you about your gratitude after we asked how you were doing.
My gratitude?
Yeah.
I have gratitude.
No, your feeling of lack thereof. Yeah, we could get past the how you're doings. Come on, how are you doing?
I'm good.
I'm sick of this shit, man. Every time we come in here,
come
you
on,
just say
Joe.
you're good.
Come on, Joe.
Oh my God, this is fucking horrible. I hate
got
this
the-
fucking podcast.
You got the it's good to be black hoodie on with the hat. Like, come on, I know this feeling right here.
Yeah, why y'all think I'm feeling blue?
Cause you are. Look at your cup.
No,
It's an accurate observation.
I don't feel blue.
Well played, Maul.
I'm feeling great. I'm feeling wonderful. Here's my question to you gentlemen.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever let a girl come over with her pet?
Yeah.
Yes. Worst decision of my life.
No.
Yeah, it's a bad decision.
You liked her.
Or you like pets.
Or
Yeah, I fuck with animals.
or I was just thirsty to go to Pound Town. Like I haven't been in a while.
That's it. That's all I wanted to hear.
I mean,
Yeah.
When you let the girl come over with her pet, you are just reaching desperation levels of wanting to
Yeah.
hit Pound Town.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I've beat in the room with the pet at her place, which can get which can
Like
get
being
annoying.
in the room with the kid.
And no, louder.
Also,
Yeah.
the pet will sit there and stare at you, which is really awkward.
And I don't know if the dog is judging me because they kind of fuck the same way we do to some degree.
Shut- The dog looking at you like you doing that
Yeah,
all
like
wrong,
yo, that's a
fam.
weak stroke, man.
You
Come
doing
on.
that all wrong,
Yeah.
fam. Like don't steal my move and then not know how to do it. Like,
Well, it's called doggy style. I'm right here. Like, what you thought was gonna
yeah,
happen?
yeah. Like you can't.
Y'all
do
don't
my
never,
move.
but I'm still on y'all laughing at me about laying on my stomach. Pause. y'all don't lay on.
If you're feeling a little insecure about it, it's okay.
I'm feeling blue. I am.
Okay.
If there's a girl in the bed, y'all won't lay on your stomach and somehow lay on her.
Sure.
Yeah, but we
But
talking
you were
about-
by yourself.
Yeah, that's what we talking about.
You were doing that to your couch,
By yourself on the couch.
to a leather couch at that.
Yeah. Like I know you had the phone on speaker. You had a long conversation.
Your stomach was
Landed-
stuck to the
I know
leather.
I know that play. Like I've seen that play before. I've ran that move before. It's like,
Yeah.
yo, I don't really want to be on the phone, but let me put the speaker on, lay right here.
When you're laying on your back, it's more affectionate when you're on the phone with a woman. I think on your stomach, that's a fight. A fight just happened. Now you're upset.
Yeah, because when you're laying on your stomach, things are looking up. And when you're laying on your back, things are looking up.
You're down.
When you're
Yeah,
on
no,
your stomach,
it's a
things are
metaphor.
down. Yeah, things are
Wow, you're
looking
getting
down.
poetic with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Personification.
It's body language. It's a real thing.
Yeah, what's wrong with y'all today, man?
I'm just, it's a real thing. When you laying on your back, things are looking up. When you laying on your stomach, it's like I didn't really want to have that conversation, but whatever.
That's an intellect right there.
Yeah.
Anytime I ever let a chick bring a pet over, I regretted it.
Why?
Have you?
Because when you have pets, it's an issue. Dogs are gonna fight. The cats are gonna fight.
And the chicks don't be hiring the dog whisperer to train these dogs.
No.
Oh, that's a fact.
The chicks don't.
And don't clean up after the
They
dog.
don't really love the dogs.
No, it's a cute accessory on IG.
And I learned that after gifting women my fourth dog.
So you just threw dogs out in the world with no real structure.
Those are gifts.
Wow.
No. Stupid me. I listened to the women that I was with. So when they would say, and I'm talking.
Mistake number one.
Yeah.
when they would say,
When they would say, because women will drop hints for what they want. Yo, I always wanted a dog. Oh my God, I want a dog. I want a little dog. So if you say that 6 months before Christmas or your birthday,
Yeah.
that's a
then
hint. Yeah.
guess what? Guess what, honey? Guess what I got coming over? A dog. That's how I got Harlem.
But
Harlem was a gift to a girl.
and you just got custody.
She didn't love him. She didn't love the dog.
Kid-
When she left, she was one of those, oh, leave everything that's there. You have a whole dog here.
Women treat pets like the way kids do. They don't realize that, like, you're in a different city every weekend. You can't have a puppy. I hope you realize that.
Or a kid.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nah, but the kid you could leave with grandma. Grandma will take the kid. Grandma's not taking the dog.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, but
Dogs take work.
one
Like,
day-
you have to be there.
One day we're gonna get a reality show on what the grandmas really think.
And I don't think
That's a show.
Yeah, right. And I don't think chicks realize, like, the dogs that they love grow up. Like, they love golden
They love
retrievers
puppies.
when they're like this really small. They don't realize they live in a studio apartment and golden retrievers end up growing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now we're
women
sitting
just
with a
want dogs.
gigantic dog.
Women just want puppies and they have a moment where they just want to cuddle something.
I got
So go to the store and cuddle with the dog and leave.
got with another girl. She wanted a little tiny dog. Got her a little tiny dog. Her and I broke up, and she hated me so much that the dog reminded her of me. So she abandoned the dog and stopped taking care of the dog.
When was the last time you heard from the dog?
I still speak to the dog's owner here
Okay.
and there because
Gotcha.
I love the dog.
Have you ever
If
been?
I purchased the dog, I love the dog. Like, if it's fucked up how women just pick up and leave everything that they fucking built. You have a whole animal here.
Well, let me ask you guys something. Have you ever been thrown off walking into a chick's apartment and she's had kind of a strange pet that you weren't expecting? Like, she was kind of like one of those bartender chicks on IG, but has iguanas like chilling in the crib.
Yeah, birds. Birds are
Like,
the strangest.
you've never been thrown off. Like, wait. You have 7 hamsters?
Yeah. No, I'm with Parks. A chick with birds is like
Birds is a red
Hey,
flag.
birds of a feather.
No, listen, man. My home girl, Kanita from Jersey City. Shout out to Kanita from Jersey City. When she got her own place, I think her sister lived like downstairs with like a real killer Rottweiler, like a killer one. But like you couldn't get to Kanita's crib without going through. And the Rottweiler, they used to keep this little dainty ass fence up.
Like that's supposed to stop shit.
that little
Up by
flimsy
the-
ass
Oh no,
gate.
oh no, he's fine.
Fam.
No,
That
he's
little
not.
flimsy gate.
I had murderous nights on Wegman or wherever the hell I was.
That's funny.
I'm already scared of the shooters.
Yeah.
Now I got a killer Rottweiler right
And now the
here.
Rottweiler is going to let the shooters know that I'm coming out.
Or for me to go upstairs and Kanita to ask me how work is.
Yeah. It
I
was
was
work.
things
It
in
was
the whiz.
It was work getting in here.
Well, what's scarier, the dudes outside her building or the Rottweiler going
The
into
dog
her
for
crib?
sure. The dog for sure.
I think I'm going with the dog.
Yeah, you can't.
You could kind of
rational with
try to talk your way out of the guys out front.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're not talking to a rot.
Both are scared. I'm crossing the street if I see both.
I'm with
Fair.
you. I'm with you.
I'm out of here. If I see a killer Rottweiler on the loose, I'm out.
Yeah.
If I see a killer fucking little dog on the loose, I'm on the other side of the street. Fuck that.
You don't remember in like 2010 when chicks started to get into like snakes? Like bad bitches
Yeah.
had snakes.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah, that was a thing.
Girls are so stupid.
Yo, I've never went to a chick crib and she had a snake.
Not
Accessorizing animals
girls
is
are
nuts.
stupid, but girls will hop on a trend.
Oh yeah.
No, 2010. They had little snake
Girls
farms.
couldn't wait to go to Virginia Beach and pose with the niggas that was walking around with the pythons around their necks.
Yeah, you could do that at Coney Island too.
It's
Like, don't try to be in New York being a bad bitch when you out at Bike Fest in Myrtle Beach. Like, no.
they could
Why
do
not though?
No,
They've been doing it.
No, fam. You just got on 70 different strangers' bike.
Yeah.
You did. That's true.
You did.
Just for a pic.
You just put your fucking nah. Pussy lips on mad Kawasaki's is nasty.
That's how legend has it. That's how Corona spread.
Me? All right. I'll head out the game. Let me sub out of here.
Me?
Well, y'all
Me?
yeah. No problem, coach.
I don't even really like this rotation right
Yeah, I
now.
gave my 9 minutes of hard effort. What else is up? What's up with y'all, man? What else is up? Come on. Let's just fucking go this podcast. Fuck it.
All right.
Mo, we seen you in that live chat.
What live chat? What
The
chat
live
you-
chat.
We seen you in there. You was
Get
part of
the-
the
you
1.9.
You ain't see me in there.
You was in
Drop-
there typing 10
Dropping
toes down.
emojis. 10 toes down.
Typing 10 toes down in a snitch. Well, a nigga that snitches on live is crazy.
What don't break you, make you, fam.
Yeah.
10 toes down.
You was in there typing, I'm not new to it, I'm true to it.
Yeah, get the fuck out of here. Joe, you an asshole, man.
What? I thought I saw you.
You ain't see, you know goddamn well you ain't see me typing
That
that
was
10
your
toes.
man. Don't do that.
Damn, he cut the grass
That
so the
was your
snakes could
man.
show.
Yo, but Joe, you know what the nasty part is, man? Like, we spoke about it. Like, niggas they embracing him.
Nah, that
right
used
back.
to be your dog. He was in your left titty.
Nah, man. Nah.
But wait, what you
Hold on.
said? You said niggas is embracing it.
Yeah, like niggas is jacking
Well, I
this
got
shit.
you. I got you, bro.
Mom.
1.9 in the stream. These bloggers, these
1.9
niggas,
in a short week.
they posting them on their stories and shit. It's like, y'all niggas is crazy. Y'all niggas is
They had to
super.
shut down Teddy Riley and Babyface for fucking 300,000, and he gets on there with 2 million. It's fine.
Oh, y'all hating now.
Yeah.
now y'all hating.
I do hate the fact that snitches are embraced like that. You're
Man,
right.
come on, we can talk about Kid Cudi too if y'all want. I don't care.
That was crazy. That was the craziest half court shot.
Nah, if you think about it, though,
threw that
6'9", Cuddy.
Where was
like,
you going
get
with
it.
that play?
Second left on the clock.
Yeah, you know.
Just throwing it up, man.
They both on Earth. If you think about it,
You're right.
Listen. That's to be. Listen, I don't think the numbers was shocking anybody, man.
no,
I don't think the
not.
numbers
No.
was shocking anybody.
I'm just
And-
shocked that IG held up.
I'm shocked that the certain people that's posting him on their pages.
I'm not.
I
I'm
am,
not at
a
all.
little bit.
I gotta
You've
say
seen-
that.
you've
Now
seen
that's
what-
a good one, Mo.
you've seen what
now
people
you're
got.
starting to cook. I chimed in there for a quick second, and I wasn't looking at him or the numbers. I was just looking at the comments. See which one of you niggas is in here being nasty.
Yeah, it's,
I mean, you've seen what
And I
people
saw all
do.
the same nastiness, Natalie Nunn.
Look at who you saw. Look at what your algorithms gave you.
Saw Natalie Nunn in there giving it up.
Her chin was poking out.
Nasty ass Nat.
Yes, and that.
but those people like her, Joe. I don't care about that. That doesn't bother me.
I seen Amber. That's my baby, so I ain't gonna say nothing.
It's the dudes that I can't really,
dudes.
that shit bothers me. Yeah, it's just corny, man. Like again, I'm not, if that little nigga want to make his money and do whatever, I don't care about that. But as a culture, man, we got to stop just allowing people to eat off of our culture and be successful and do all the things that benefit them. But the things that are dark, the dark side of our culture, they can just walk away from it while others still suffer in that. You know what I'm saying? Like you got dudes like that are still locked up behind that whole situation that can't feed their families. And then he comes home, they give him a billboard in Times Square and, all 2 million people in the stream and, all the blogs are posting them and go stream his record. And it's like, but this dude came and literally ate off the culture, made this persona of himself that he was, this tough kid and this gangster and all this profile that at us, we get ridiculed for, that we really are from. We get ridiculed for it. He gained fame and money off of it and then put, this dude's in jail now, and then he's home just on Instagram and flashing money and this, that, and it's like, I just can't keep looking at that shit and not feel some type of way about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like,
So you feel
how
like
is that okay?
You feel like Meek.
It's just that how is it okay though, Joe? Like that's what I understand. And then it's like the same dudes from the culture that they want to post them because everybody's just going for numbers, for clicks, for numbers. You want to post them on your page, you want to post them in your story, you want to.
All right, I'll take the other side in this argument just for shits and giggles.
But it's like at some point, Joe, we just got to be honest and be like, all right,
let me shoot it back at you. How is it not okay?
Because it's not, Joe. It's not okay for you to say, okay, I'm gonna take all of the things from this culture that people deem to be, bad. Like if the cops roll through the block and see, a bunch of dudes with bandanas on flagging and all of us, they could just be hanging out. But these are troublemakers, these are gangbangers. It's just a negative thing. Here comes a kid that takes that look, takes that persona, glorifies it, is successful, hugely successful off of it. And then real situations happen because of that lifestyle that you trying to, portray. And then, now people are in court, people are in jail. You come home, you snitch on dudes, you tell on dudes that was a part of that. You come home, they give you a billboard in the middle of the biggest city in the world.
All right, well, I understand what you're saying, Mo.
It's
What I'm saying to you is, you are talking. You might as well be speaking French to some people in what you're saying. Like there are the group that subscribes to what you're the thinking and the rules that you're talking about. The code of ethics. Mm-hmm. That group is like marginalized.
Yeah, it's much less of them than
that group
the
is
people
really small as opposed to the people that are playing the numbers game. The numbers game is the corporate business game, and in corporate business, I ain't never shocked at none of the shit that they're gonna do in corporate business. That's why when I want to be careful how we use the word culture. Because everything isn't culture.
No,
I know that's just a buzzword.
No, it's a moment.
Culture is the element to hip hop. It's not all of this contrived shit that we're on right now, but
like
it's
what?
just a word that we use loosely.
Clicks.
Yeah,
is not the culture.
that's not culture.
Clicks with money behind it.
Memes
No,
is
I'm
not.
talking
Memes
about-
is not culture.
No, I'm talking about what this artist was portraying is our culture, and that's how he.
No, that's
became-
their culture, Mo. Then that's what I'm explaining. That's the music business. The business is culture. They make spectacles out of people, and they paint pictures and the mirages and spend money on the marketing, and they're looking to see numbers as a result from the hard
okay,
work
you
that
talking
they
about something
put
else.
in.
I'm speaking directly to the dudes that are in the streets that really live this lifestyle that where you and I are from. Like, we got to stop being so welcoming and just letting people take something that we really live and that we really grew up in, glorify it, make millions of dollars off of it, and then we end up in cages and they home free.
Exploit it and abandon it.
That's all I'm saying. I'm not speaking to the fans and all. Y'all could click and listen to whatever y'all want to listen to. I'm speaking directly to the dudes that are in these communities. And don't get it twisted. I don't glorify gang culture, because I believe that I believe when gang culture started, it was really to protect neighborhoods and to protect each other. I do believe that. I think along the years that totally went out the window and it became something else. But I'm not into the gang culture as it stands today, because to me it is a huge just manipulation on young kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got a lot of, quote unquote OGs that teach kids the wrong shit. You know what I'm saying? And they steer them the wrong way. So I don't really subscribe to the gang culture as it stands today. A lot of it is negative, and it's not about what it originated as. But what I'm saying is we can't keep allowing people to, glorify what we doing and where we from, making all of this money off of it, but then we somehow end up in these situations where we can't take care of ourselves and our families. That's all I'm speaking about. Like, that's the problem that I have. Like,
totally
I don't have a problem with 6ix9ine snitching and all that. That's cool. That was his decision to do that. You know what I'm saying? Fine. That doesn't stop anything in my life. I just hate the fact that it's people, again, from that still want to eat off this culture, that are pushing this shit and pumping this shit for clicks. And it's like, yeah, but y'all don't pump the shit that, there's dudes going through real situations, and I don't see y'all pumping their music and pushing their shit out there and trying to, but because this is a big name and a big artist, I know people are going to click on it, y'all pushing it. And to me, that's the fucked up part, because it is just some another person that came in, ate off of our culture, and then now it's some dudes that's sitting in jail because they're really from the culture and they really stood behind it. And that's the problem I have. Like, we play it all the way out, but then people could come in, get what they want off of it, move on with life, and be successful, and then we still in the cage. I just can't. I don't. That rubs me the wrong way, and it'll never sit right with me.
I don't think it'll ever sit right with him either, to be honest with you.
It will. Of course it will. Why wouldn't it? It was never real, Joe. It was always a facade.
Yeah.
It was never real for him. That's why him snitching doesn't bother me, because he was never a gangster. He was never tough. He was never a street dude. Like, so it doesn't bother me. What bothers me is that it's real street dudes that are sitting in the cage now.
The manipulation of it bothers me.
What do you mean?
And that's probably really the only thing that bothers me about it, is his manipulation of gang culture and the legal process. It's just a nasty cycle of just using different people. Of course, Shawty and niggas was going to catch the bad end of that stick. But it's not as simple, it's not as black and white as he said on his live stream, which is, hey, I went to see some niggas. I told them, yo, I'm not with this gang shit, but I got a way to get y'all out. No, that's not how this goes. And the legal process it wouldn't go like that for me. It wouldn't go like that for anybody. But that's a conversation for a different time. Did you hear the song?
No.
Do you have any thoughts on all of Elliot's posting? And
I felt so about
all
Elliot
of the
posting that
media
shit.
posting, all the blogs posting.
Yeah, I don't like Elliot posting that. And I get it.
Why?
Elliot is he's media. He's supposed to, I get that. But Elliot is, he's been around some real dudes from this culture and been in some rooms with people, and he knows that they're not supporting that. And that's the only, like, again, it's nothing personal. I understand what Elliot's position is. I get that. But again, it's like, at some point we can't just keep doing shit for clicks and for likes and for interaction and all of that other shit.
Everything.
In Elliot's defense, he does go ham with everything.
On negative and positive.
Which is my point, which is why this didn't have to be posted, because people wouldn't have been like, oh, Elliot, why you didn't post that? It's like, he posts everything else.
Mo, I'll ask you because I was watching that shit earlier today, and when Joe and I were having that decade conversation, it had me thinking more how this entire situation has been fetishized, if that's a word.
It's a word.
Mm-hmm.
It is.
For years, whether it be with mob movies or with The Wire or with anything, Middle America loves, not the middle of America, Middle America, loves to get close to this enough where they don't get put in harm. He's the same thing when you watch a Goodfellas movie. If you ask everyone really involved with that situation, all of their lives are ruined. Their families' lives are ruined. You go to West Baltimore, in that type of trade, all of those families are ruined. But Middle America wants to pay and strive to be near something close enough that they're not put in danger. 6ix9ine to me is no different.
Well,
he was this face where these kids could get really close to something that they felt was authentic and dangerous, not knowing that it's really ruining people's lives behind closed doors, but they don't care. They're just a consumer.
Yeah, I'm not mad.
And it's been going on forever, whether it be movies or music or TV. Like, this is just what Americans love.
But that's what I'm speaking to. The fact that it has been going on for so long. And that's why it's like, how much longer are we going to keep putting ourselves in a position of getting the bad end of this situation?
Yeah.
Like, we keep letting people come in and, like I said, hip hop is a welcoming culture. We welcome anybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, so again, I understand it, but at some point we got to start looking out for ourselves.
That's a fact.
And we got to start protecting what's ours. You know what I'm saying? And we can't just keep letting people come in and they're getting all of the benefits, but then when shit gets real, they can remove themselves, get far away from it. And meanwhile, we sitting in the cage.
Nasty position.
Yeah, like that's the only thing that I can't keep looking at. It's like, how do we keep ending up in these situations where people keep exploiting us and we keep getting the bad end of the situation? Like, that shit is crazy to me. That it keeps happening. And it's not going to be the last time. It's not going to be the last time that this happens. But that's why I'm just fed up with it, and I'm not clicking on his song. I'm not looking at his Instagram live. Like, I don't want to subscribe to none of that shit because there are people that are really sitting in the cage behind this shit. Meanwhile, it's 2 million people watching some kid on the stream and they're laughing. That's not funny to me.
It's not funny at all. And I completely get your point of view. I wouldn't pay attention to the numbers like that, though. I wouldn't. It's such a sensationalized thing.
Integrity people don't care about the numbers, people, and vice versa. Like, they're not thinking about...
But the numbers people are eating off of what we stand for and what we represent and where we come from. You see what I'm saying? Like, you can get on it, you could put out a rap album.
But as they always have.
And that's a problem.
Well, yeah, that's why I started with everything is not culture.
No.
Everything ain't culture. So we need to start drawing the line between what is music business shenanigans and what is actually authentic and sincere to the culture.
No, we need to stop just allowing people to come in and try to be a part of our culture. That's what we need to do.
Well, you need power in order to do that.
Oh, we have power.
And I think
we just don't know we have power.
What Maul is also saying with the music business, they are really good at perceiving things to be culture. Because prior to 6ix9ine going into Snitch, he was perceived as culture because of the music business and their shenanigans. He was perceived that way. You and I may know that he's not, but to people that are also in the culture, it can be perceived that way because he has such a monster behind him.
I'm so numb to it, man. I don't have any feelings towards it because it don't concern me or anybody of my ilk.
Yeah.
Like, it's a whole separate thing, like, for the kids. It's for the kids.
Yeah, but you have a son.
Yeah, that was going to say. You still have to...
That wants to get into music. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like, it does affect you in a way. Maybe, you're not, because you're not out there in the field anymore.
My baby got my DNA. This is a genetic thing. And he got a dad that's there to just inform him along his journey. If he wants to become that, then that's a different conversation. But thank the Lord, I haven't seen any of those signs.
Right.
Like I don't... Everything that happens today, from this 6ix9ine shit that we talking about to the Ahmaud Arbery thing, the first thing I think about is, damn, how do I explain this to my kid? Like, how do I teach around this or about this? Like, that's always my first thought.
And seeing the other thing that is going to be interesting to see, that I want to know how many people are going to be in Bobby and Rowdy's live when they come home.
Only Schmurder can save us now.
You see what I'm saying? Like, how many people are going to support that? You know what I mean? Like,
but all right, to that point, Maul, it'll probably be less. But 6ix9ine is acting in a moment and acting off, I know we hate the word, a troll about, yo, I'm back home, I snitched on everyone. Of course there's going to be 2 million people in there just to watch a car accident. Like, we all want to watch the car accident on the side of the road.
Yeah, so then there should be 10 million people to watch some real shit. To watch 2 young niggas that took some real shit.
Less people that will really follow you and live by ethics and go with the movement is much more valuable than 2 million people that just want to see a car wreck.
The fluff is in the crowd.
Yeah, like I'll take the lower numbers as Roddy and Bobby, because they know that these people will be moving with them because they have the same ideals. 6ix9ine has a moment right now, and he's sitting there screaming, I ratted on y'all mad. Of course, for today, you're going to get a million upon a million views. How are you going to sustain that is the question for 6ix9ine. It's not for Bobby and Rowdy. They don't need to sustain something that they actually live, because that's who they are.
My point, what I was trying to say was,
I miss them too.
There should be 10 million people watching Rowdy and watching Bobby when they come home and stream, because here you had 2 young dudes that went through a real situation together, and Bobby did some stand up shit, taking more time so his man could have less time. You understand what I'm saying? Like, that's the shit that needs to be pushed and publicized.
You're looking for stand up shit to be celebrated by the music business.
I'm looking for stand up
or media in general.
I'm looking for the stand up niggas to stand up and support the stand up niggas, because niggas see stand up niggas to support stand up niggas in private, but they be scared to ruin their relationships in public. Like, they'll hit your phone and be like, yo, that was some real shit you said. Yo, that was some real say that shit on a public forum, nigga. Don't hit my phone with that. Support that. But why you can't support that publicly? Why you can't support the real shit publicly? Like, why are you so scared of these dudes in these offices and these dudes that, why?
And you guys
we have the power.
Feeling blue.
No, Maul's 100% correct.
Joe.
But why?
No. You're absolutely right. But I mean,
you're more than right. But the reason why there'll be less views, there's a reason the term is cut from a different cloth. There's less of that cloth. So there's going to be less people supporting that type of behavior.
No, it's like I said,
because humans are just naturally fucking nasty, and there's more of the bullshit than there is of the real shit.
It's like I said, the world is more.
That's why it's cooler.
I don't want us to keep talking in circles about something that none of us really care about.
No, I don't care. We're not talking about
because we don't.
We're not talking about.
No, we're not.
We're talking about the situation in general, about being exploited and then ending up on the bad side of the fucking deal. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
But you know, have fun with it, I guess.
Did y'all hear Kehlani's album?
Did hear it?
Yes,
I did.
I know y'all didn't have a group chat and didn't listen to the album.
You're so salty you weren't in that group chat.
Come on, Rory.
Not a lot of new music.
You've made too many comments about it.
Hold up. Let Rory get his group chat jokes off about me.
I'm not getting jokes off. It's a real observation. You've made too many comments about it. It's coming out your pores.
I want to be down.
Brandy Monica versus who wins?
Brandy wins.
I thought so. All right. Seeing where your head was at. That was a debate. Anyways, Kehlani's album. I enjoyed it.
I like it.
Gave it one listen today before we recorded, so I can't deep dive. Maybe we save that for Wednesday. But I enjoyed the first listen that I heard.
Yeah, I got up this morning and downloaded it and listened twice.
Did you hit the group chat with mad fire emojis?
No, I did not. I did not.
Let me see.
You can go through my whole phone.
I'm not going through the whole phone.
I did not hit the group chat.
But yes, you did.
Hit the group chat.
I just want to say I'm proud of you.
Yo, you did it with this one. Yo, I know
you really pushed the boundaries.
No, you know Rory hopped in there. Track 7 though.
Though, have to add the though. Yo, I don't think it's too early to say classic.
Yo, you left Earth on this one.
Left Earth.
You left Earth. No, it was a good project though. I like it.
If they don't give you the Grammy,
I like it a lot.
Yeah, I do too.
I like
it.
She
had a bar in there. She said she got bodies that she going to the grave with. Some shit she taking to the grave. Chick she want to give her last name.
Samesies.
Yeah. She stole that from the group chat.
That's why I get mad when Maul keep trying to put bodies on me that don't belong to me. We're not doing that now. Don't worry about it.
But you guys do. You do all have
say
bodies.
One word.
Huh?
We can all admit we have bodies that we take into the grave.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Like
to the grave, and then after that too.
I would never admit.
Yeah, sometimes I bump into one of them on like the Explore page and feel yuck inside. Like, ew, I slept with you.
Yeah.
Don't do that, Joe.
Ew.
And then you start thinking like years ago she was different, but she wasn't. She was still just as nasty.
You just had a horny moment, man. It'd be them horny moments that come back to haunt you, man.
That's a fact.
Like
That'd
you
be
gotta
the thing,
get through the moment. Just
Yeah.
if you can get through the horny moment.
Yeah, like they don't die, right? Like they still be living.
Wait, what were you talking about?
Oh shit, she's still alive?
Nah, we can't do that.
It's not a very
shit.
becoming thought.
Wow. You're still here.
I could have sworn by how you acted in
you an idiot.
2011 you'd be dead by now.
I shouldn't have laughed at that, Joe. You fucked up for that, man.
That's very fucked up. And that's your
fucked up,
thought
Joe.
on the Explore page.
Yeah, like come on, man.
Look at you taking pictures. You got a job. Wow.
You brought another human into the world.
Wow. Look at you.
You're responsible
You're
for another being.
engaged. Oh
God,
man. Why?
That's fucked up, Joe. That's wrong. That's wrong, man. That's foul.
Yeah.
But
We
yeah,
have,
no,
we have to
every
dead
guy
that
has.
notion. We got to dead that notion though that if we have sex, that my name is allowed to be in the same sentence as yours. I don't like that.
Wait, what?
Wait, y'all just tried to tell me that the other
Wait, what did
few
he
weeks
just
ago.
What did he just say?
If you
You
have
can't-
sex
if
with a
we
girl,
fuck,
your
like-
name is like forever attached to her.
You're attached to
basically.
that person forever. We got to change that. No, it's
I
not.
just asked y'all the statute of limitations last week when my name was all in the Tory Kalin story. I'm like, all right, man, how many years they have to pass for you
yeah,
exonerated
you
from
like
being mentioned?
you like did that. You ain't just beat.
Yeah, that was
Like, you did that
That's
one.
different, Joe. That's different.
Rory, beat, kill. Like, can we?
You just asked why is a girl
You just
alive?
asked why a girl's still alive, man. What are you talking about?
No, I was expressing fondness at learning
yeah, I
she was
know, I
still
know.
alive.
Oh yeah, I bet.
Yeah,
I
I
bet.
know,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell us anything.
Got you.
What was we talking about just now? Y'all
Kehlani's
stupid.
album. And her taking some dudes to the grave with her.
Yeah, man, listen, man. YG really took he did what needed to be done for the culture, man.
Did he?
He sacrificed himself
Yeah.
to give us a great album.
Yeah, I like this album. I like it a lot. I like the features.
Yeah.
I like the sound. I like the girl toxic shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie.
I like girl toxic
digging
shit.
that. I'm kind of digging that.
I like when women get in their toxic bag, like they own that shit.
I prefer it.
As far as artists, not in real life. I hate that shit in real life. But to hear it on a record, I'll appreciate it. I hate the real life toxic shit though. Don't hit my phone with that shit.
When was the last time your phone was hit with some toxic shit?
Yeah, I can't believe you're not gonna get us to believe that you've just been meeting the healthiest of women and won't commit to any of them.
Quite the opposite.
No. I don't meet a lot of toxic.
You've been meeting demons.
No. When is that word leaving?
Soon, I hope.
No, seriously, when is that word out?
Y'all are not on demon time?
No, I've never been on that type of time. Never. I don't even know what that means.
I'm not a demon, and I'm not
Yeah,
on
like-
demon time.
Well, no, you pay the demons.
Nor am I looking for a demon.
You've given
Not
you've
looking
given,
for it.
you've
I'm not
given a
looking
demon
for a
some
demon.
dollars. You have.
Some dollars?
You've given some demon dollars.
Demon dollars.
You have. You've given demon dollars. It's okay. We all have. It's all right. They've just now put a word to that type of woman.
It's nasty. They need to stop.
Yeah, and it's just stupid. Like you on demon time, but then when I don't hit you back or answer your phone, you on crying time. It's like, yo, how many times you got? You can't be a demon and be crying. Come on.
I mean, they do say the devil was once an angel, Mo.
More used to look for demons, though.
You all
I used to look for them?
demons.
Yeah, no, used to.
I don't think they was. I think it was a different word back then. I think we were looking for. Well, I was used to look for girls that just understood what the situation was, wanted to have fun.
I was
I
always.
think
just
those are
looking-
demons.
Now they're considered demons. Yeah.
I was always just looking for a girl to ride.
That would be a great hook or bridge into a song.
And Joe wasn't always looking for that. Don't let him fool you.
Not at all. If
Not at all.
Joe looking for demons, Joe lived in hell. Like he was living in starlets,
Nah, I was always looking for that. I just looked in the wrong places sometimes.
like strip clubs.
What's the worst place you've ever looked for a woman at? Like the worst, where you look back and be like, what was I thinking?
Usually bars and strip clubs.
Cityscapes.
Dive bars for sure.
Instagram. Instagram might be number one.
Instagram
overall
is
that.
disgusting.
IG might be worse than the strip club.
Instagram is nasty.
to meet a woman.
It is.
But you can meet some.
Twitter's the worst.
At the same time, you can meet some really cool women on social media, though. Like, because I met women on social media that I've never been sexual with at all. That I'm still cool with to this day. That was like.
What about ones you have been?
I mean, there's a few scattered, but I'm just saying we can't just make it seem like anytime you meet a woman on Instagram, it's like hell. Like, we can't do that because you meet some really cool chicks on Instagram.
Of course not.
From Atlanta.
From all over.
Specifically.
All over Atlanta.
That's why Maul going outside. Georgia's open.
Oh no, I won't.
I refuse to
I won't
believe
be
that
going
Maul
there.
has not been fucking this entire time.
I haven't, bro.
I think that's crazy.
It is what it is. What you want me to do, man?
You're not as cool as you be playing.
I haven't been.
Wait,
I haven't
hold
been
on.
to Pound
You're
Town.
not that-
Wait.
You're
Not
not
fucking
that
is
cool.
cool? I thought fucking was cool. You guys need to tell me the
not
rules.
fucking.
No, I'm
Not fucking
saying
is
he's
cool.
not as cool.
Okay.
This nigga had sex in September. What the fuck is
Yeah.
cool about him?
That's pretty lame.
Wait.
That's pretty lame.
Why you throwing out
what
false
type of
narratives?
what type of dweeb
We
shit
just
are
went.
you on,
We
nigga?
just went into quarantine in March. Like, what are you talking
Nigga,
about?
go hold yourself. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah, man. But yeah, you can meet some cool chicks on Instagram.
Well,
You can't-
I'll ask the opposite. Have you ever met the right woman in the wrong place?
Look at Rory. Ain't you Mr. Bitches?
What? How did you even land on that?
Yo, Joe, what's wrong with you, man? Look at Rory, Mr. Bitches.
He over there like Billy D. Williams. All right, y'all.
And he waited for me to answer, so
would
he
you
like,
like
no,
some
that was
St.
the wrong
Ides?
place. That was, you chose the wrong place to meet him.
Well, I'm
Let me
asking.
just say, I've laughed anytime I see somebody say that somebody is Mr. Bitches.
It's
Oh, so you had
disrespectful
that in
on
the
low.
tuck just waiting to say it.
Yeah. No, it was one of those.
Because my question wasn't even Mr. Bitches.
Your tone was though.
No, I thought it was my.
You guys ever met the right gap?
I thought
or
it was
the wrong
my
place.
my Ed Bradley sex talk voice.
Ew. Don't be disgusting, Roy.
Yeah.
You don't think Ed gave it
Your
up?
sex talk is not as good as Ed Bradley.
Never.
All right, come on. What'd you say? Did we ever meet who?
The right girl in the wrong place. That now maybe you judging her a little bit of where you met her. Can't get that out of your head. You're starting to click like, all right, we're compatible. We fuck. She's funny.
So you mean day 2?
Well, no, you're moving in by day 1.
That's when we started to click and fucked.
But in the back of your head, you met her in a place that maybe you shouldn't be meeting a woman that you like this way.
Yeah, probably. I think probably at a pool party or something.
Joe's in particular.
Any specific pool party?
Or the tour.
Did that too.
Or the
Yeah.
master class.
Nah, masterclass was cool. There was some cool chicks there.
I'm sure. Sure it was, buddy.
But yeah, like sometimes you meet them in the wrong place, and it's just like it's at a pool party or somebody's birthday, like an athlete's birthday party, and you're like, oh god, like
We've never been to an athlete's birthday
he
party.
know all of them. Like yeah, you know how that.
But
goes.
you know the athletes too, so maybe she's thinking the same thing about you.
Yeah, for sure, absolutely. I've been told that.
Like you just one of those.
Absolutely.
Have you ever
And then
been
once
one of
they-
those?
And then
Yeah,
once they
that's
start-
definitely in Maul's verse. Yo, we could go to the game.
Joe.
It is. You know it is, too. Don't lie.
He definitely has
Yeah.
a metaphor about courting and her being by his side, court side. I know there's a metaphor in there.
Rory, that was a good shot, but I ain't jacking that.
Oh, took you courtside because you was by my side in court.
look,
Let's
look.
go. Oh, come on, Maul. Come on, Maul.
Joe, that's it. All right, that's enough. Don't,
Wait, hold on.
We're not going
Wasn't
back
that-
there for another ball.
Wasn't that in Maul's bio?
Wait,
I'm not
what?
even making that up. I swear that was in Maul's bio.
I've been in courtrooms and courtside, yeah. I've sat in courtrooms and courtside, yeah.
Yeah,
the
so
truth.
you would say that bar.
Yeah. I wrote that. That's my bar. Joe, don't jack that either. Because I already see you got.
I'm not
No. Don't jack that. Yeah, don't jack that.
no, that's
I already
you.
see.
Maul, the only time Joe has been courtside or in a court with a woman is because she brought him there.
Yeah, that's true. He ain't had no choice at that point.
That's why she was by his side.
Yeah, man. Overall, the Kalani album was just a really good listen. It was just a really
Highly
smooth,
suggested.
Great musical
really
adventure.
digestible
Yeah.
Digestible. Holy shit.
Nah, that was a real digestible project as a whole.
Digestibles.
Did you love the skits too, right?
Yo, listen. Yeah, I did. And listen, and my man's in them Hublot Brown put a project out.
I don't think that's the correct pronunciation.
Well, why you saying
Jimmy Brown?
Whatever.
Hublot?
I can't pronounce it. But I don't think that was the right one.
Alligator souffle. Smooth beat, don't shut the fuck up.
Yo, look where your mind be.
Oh, that's special ed, not Smooth beat. Oh man, I feel like Smooth beat rapped about that shit too.
Hablot, you know, whatever.
Whatever, they put a project out. It's good. I'll play it as a sleeper later.
It's really good.
What else is important? Come on, Rory.
Lil Durk put out an album.
Rory trying to avoid getting to that G Unit shit because he
Let's
know
talk
he a
about
G Unit soldier.
Ride out.
What about the G Unit shit?
Well, 50 put a book out, and I'm gonna cop, but Rory already copped.
I'm halfway through it.
He's already halfway through it. I'm gonna get it. I do want to read it.
It's a great book. It's a really good book.
50's been on a run.
What is it? Is it based on his life or?
No, it's not really an autobiography. It's more 50's point of view into all his business deals by himself, with his friends, with corporations, just everything in his life business-wise. It's one of those self-help business books, but it's through the lens of 50, so it's more relatable and understandable than some shit you just grab off the Amazon shelf. Like, all right,
Gotcha.
tell me how to do business.
How is it?
It's really good. I'm halfway through, and it's
I mean,
it's
if
really,
you
really
listen
good.
to somebody talk on business, 50 is one of them for sure.
Yeah. And it's all deals you're familiar with too, so it's even better. But I recommend it. It's a great book.
Tell them all the G Unit part, Rory.
Well, there is I wouldn't say chapter, but a part of the book where he discusses his relationship with Banks and Yayo and the ambitions he had for the two of them when they started out, and one that they did not fulfill due to their personal shit. Some of Banks being lazy, not adapting to what was going on. Yayo just being Yayo. I don't know another way to put that. That's really what he said in about 7 sentences. Yayo was just Yayo and wasn't adapting. Banks wasn't evolving. He didn't even want to do social media. He just wanted to be the PLK. He didn't want to make records. I mean, we could play some of it, but that's kind of
it's 12 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh, you audiobooked it?
No, 50 audio book.
There's a segment
It's on YouTube.
that they kind of led with for the rollout.
Play a little
Okay.
bit. Just play a little bit, just so Maul can understand what type of time he was on.
You guys can
I
talk.
listened to this about 15 times with my mouth dropping to the floor damn near every time. I won't say shocked that 50 was giving it up like that, because you know 50 will give it up.
Mm-hmm.
But he was just talking in a real candid manner. And while it was good to hear, I mean, it was from his point of view.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just feel the way when
there's a
people
2-minute
aren't.
clip here.
All right, go ahead, Point.
Greatest accomplishments. Then one of my biggest disappointments is the unfulfilled potential of Lloyd Banks and Tony Yayo of G Unit. Both Power's rise and G Unit's fall are testaments to how growth is often the key element in any successful journey.
New
I always
Japan.
felt that if I had done a better job teaching Banks and Yayo how to evolve and change their habits, they each would be in better places right now. Instead, they both stayed stuck in their mindset, and as a result, the success they desired has eluded them. In Banks' case, a lot of his failure to grow as an artist is connected to his emotional composition. Banks grew up in the same neighborhood as me, but was never a part of it in the same way. I actually hustled with his father. Banks was more content staying on his porch and watching the world from there. There's nothing wrong with that, but it underscored a particular aspect of his personality. Banks wanted things to come to him, as opposed to going out and getting them for himself. That's not me trying to assassinate his character. The guy has Lazy Lloyd tattooed on his arm. He literally wears his laziness on his sleeve.
I think that is character
He's always
assassination.
protected an unhelpful mixture of
bit.
being both introverted and cocky at the same time. The kind of person most comfortable being a big fish in a small pond. If Banks was hanging out in the studio with a bunch of unknown MCs, he'd be very confident. He'd enjoy being the center of attention. But if I suddenly showed up, he'd feel like he got demoted. He'd be bitter. He didn't feel like the center of attention anymore. I get it. I can take up a lot of the air in the room. The problem is that he'd never fight to get some of that oxygen back, which is exactly what a star is supposed to do. I believe a true star must possess 4 fundamental abilities: create great material, be a high energy live performer,
Okay.
have a unique appearance, and possess a strong personality. Tupac had all 4.
All right, come on.
Well, yeah. Here's the thing. I think it's okay for 50 to give his point of view on those situations. And there's always 3 sides to every story. But you can't put goals on somebody that may not want or share those same goals that you have. Banks wanted to get his family out the hood and rap what he wanted to rap. That's his business to do. Your goals don't have to mirror my goals. If your goal was for me to succeed you and be the next 50 Cent, you have to talk to me about that. Who said I want to do that?
I'm sure he has though. Maybe not like to be the next 50 Cent, but I'm sure 50 was trying to push and motivate them to do more and, you know what I mean, kind of grow as artists and business people. I'm sure he had. I mean, if 50 is the dude, I don't know him personally, but from what I've, watched him over the years, if people in his camp, people he came up with, I'm guessing he would have some type of talks with them at some point, like, yo, you should be doing this. Yo, you could also be doing this. Like, let's jump into this. Let's do that. Like, I'm sure those conversations happen, but sometimes you just can't push people if they don't want it themselves. Like, you can only push but so far.
Agree, but also Banks was probably, 18 when they first started? He's not sure what he wants at that point. And then once he sees what that life may bring, he may want to step back and say, no, I'm cool doing my mixtape shit and making my money here and making sure my family is good. I don't want any of what I see you're getting with that success because I know what comes with it. I was listening to Fonte during his press run with Little Brother talk about why they all broke up. And a point he brought up, and I'm paraphrasing, was we never sat and discussed with each other what we all wanted out of this. I just assumed we all wanted the same thing I wanted because I was sitting here saying, no, I want it all. You got to sit with the people in your circle and ask them exactly what they want out of it. Because if I don't want the same thing out of it, I need to adjust how I move with our collective to your needs, my needs, what you need out of this, what I need out of this, and move from there. We can't all just assume we all want to be superstars.
Yeah, but I can assume that Banks wanted to be successful. I don't know anybody.
People have different definitions of success. That's kind of what I'm getting at. Like,
yeah, that's true. But if I'm standing next to my man, if I'm right next to my man who I've grown up with, who I know, and he's taking off, he's fucking. I want some of that. Like, I'm at least sharpen my shit up so I can be like, yo, listen, the homie taking this nigga's a superstar, and that's my man, and we right next to each other, we in the same clique. It's like, how could you not want to sharpen your shit up and push to be at least better than what you thought?
I'm not saying that. Of course, get better, but you can't also think of this point of view. I see my man being a superstar, and I see everything that comes with being a superstar. And I'm not speaking specifically to 50, but how that affects your family or the shit around you, and go, nah, I'm cool. I see what comes with superstardom. I don't want any fucking parts of that.
Absolutely. Some people don't want fame.
Like,
and I get that.
That shit looks disgusting to me.
I'm talking more so success. You know what I mean? As just be successful. You don't have to be famous.
But let's not act like Banks wasn't successful because he sold a lot of records.
And
no, I'm not saying no. I'm not saying he. We offer Banks. I'm talking about in situations where, somebody pushing you and motivating you to be better and to do more. Like, you got to want that shit for yourself sometimes.
Yeah,
sure.
I just think people need to be vocal. Because it takes that's a point that people don't bring up all the time. It takes a while to figure out what you really want. Everyone can say the surface things like, yo, I want to be the best at my craft. I want to change the world. I want to do this thing. I want to do that thing. I want to buy my mom a house. Like, of course, we all have those very similar and surface goals when we first start with things because, that's an easy thing to say what you want. Of course you want those things. But the more you learn and grow within your craft, your goals do change. How you view things changes. What's important to you changes. So sure. I can't say that my superstar friend, his goals will ever match mine.
Yeah.
But no,
I feel weird if he would judge that he thought that was best for me.
But I think from what I heard, from what I took from what 50 was saying, I think he was more so saying that it came a point where goals changed and, people didn't want the same things. And sometimes you got to be like, okay, well, this is what I want to go for, and this is what I think I can do. And if that doesn't match, then, I mean, it's kind of like what we were talking about last week, with friendships. It's like sometimes goals change, lives go in different ways, and that puts that kind of stales the relationship personally.
Yeah.
Like because we're not on the same page. Like your schedule is different from mine. Like I'm all over the place. I'm trying to do this, do that. But you could push people, but people got to want shit for themselves. And like you said, sometimes somebody just want to sell a few records, make a few dollars, take care of their family, and that's it. They don't want this superstardom and all this attention.
Some of us want to be a mogul. Not everyone doesn't want to do that. That's
everybody don't want that,
But
that's
a mogul saying that. I see 50's point of view because 50 is where he is because of his mind state of being such a mogul and such a shark in business. He can never understand why someone else wouldn't want that.
You know what? I attribute a lot of 50 shit to him going through that situation of almost being killed. I think when you go through a situation like that, I think that does something to you mentally that, you realize exactly how fragile life is. Mm-hmm. And I think you take the approach to every day differently than somebody who has never went through a situation like that. Sure. I think that it can, I mean, sometimes it's negative, but I think that puts a fire in you that if you harness it the right way and you put it in the right things, I mean, look at 50, I think you could be very successful in life. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. But I was listening to that, and I don't know if resentful was the word with 50 there. I don't think it's correct, but do you start to feel that way towards your friends when you feel like you're helping them so much and they're just kind of carrying along with the motions? Do you feel resentful that you're going out of your way to help people that may feel like they don't want to be helped?
I think it depends. If they're putting the effort in adding value, even if they're not down to do all the things that I'm down to do, that's fine. Mm-hmm. Like, you don't have to have the same ambitions and whatever as me, but are you playing your role or whatever within our business situation? Mm-hmm. Fine. That's fine. I'm not going to shy away from someone because they don't want to do the same shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I agree. Everybody don't have to have the same goals. You know what I mean? Everybody don't have to, but you have to. I think a lot of times 50 felt like, I think G Unit I think their run could have been longer. I think he feels that way.
Yeah. Well, I think he, which he kind of touches on in the book, not so much in that segment, that 2 minutes that we played, that his goal was always to get out of music and continue on, but that's why he had Banks and Yayo to succeed him so they could continue with the music. And it didn't happen, and that's why their run was so short. Mm-hmm. Like, if I wanted to go out and do movies and fucking vitamin water deals, and I wanted y'all to hold it down, and then you guys sign the next artist, and then y'all continue on and do what I was doing. So in theory, it's such a good plan with your friends or even people that you hire that you have faith in, that's going to happen, but you never put into play people's personalities or what they want out of this whole thing.
And also the dynamic, like maybe Banks and Yayo really just like making music with 50. Like that's a thing. Like people are in groups because they like creating with those people, and if they weren't in that group, maybe they lose a little bit of interest.
I'll say on this podcast here, I'm not rushing. It's not even in my mind to rush and do another podcast. I don't want to be corny. I would do it with y'all. Like, this wasn't something that was my passion, that no matter what, if this podcast didn't exist, Rory would be podcasting. Mm-hmm. I can't say that.
Right.
I would be a liar. A lot of this has to do because I love y'all and I love doing it with y'all.
Oh, thanks, buddy.
Yeah, it's fine. Gratitude.
Yeah, dude.
But
get out of here. Just get stupid, man. Get out of here.
And that was love, not gratitude.
That's true. But yeah, I can see that point. Like, if we ain't doing it together, I'm cool.
Yeah, I can find something else to do. I made enough money doing it that whatever.
I have other passions.
Right.
Joe, anything?
Yeah, come on, Joggle.
You listened to it 19 times.
Yeah, but I don't have anything to say about it because I can't speak to the.
I mean, you should though. You was in a group, Joe, so I'm pretty sure you can speak to that. Just doing,
but
jumping
there's
in.
too many different dynamics that come into play with
Variables.
being a group. Like, there's too many different things, and y'all hit a few of them on the head. Like, sometimes it's just not fun anymore, and you got to get out of here. Sometimes the business part takes over. Sometimes you just outgrow the group. Sometimes you just have different goals and a different objective. And you know, I don't know what to say about it, because like if we never heard from 50, Banks ain't gonna say nothing about none of this shit.
No.
Like, and I want to be respectful of him.
Well, we were speaking more in general. We were using this as a caveat to talk about the subject. I don't think we were really deep diving in 50 and Banks' relationship.
Oh, okay, yeah, because I don't know. I think Banks is doing exactly what he wants to do.
I agree.
Yeah.
Which is record, be with his family, be out the spotlight, be low, and be true to certain more. Hey, that's back to our fucking morals and ethics versus numbers. 50 is saying, yo, you could have had mad more numbers, and I feel probably guilty for not helping you achieve that. And them niggas probably like, man, that's not what we was on. Like, we don't view that way. That's you. So you have fun. Every time one of these topics come up, one of the topics that take over the internet, 50 is right there the next morning with something to say about it.
Which he enjoys into on his book, by the way.
But I mean, either he enjoys it or it's a sound business decision for him and his branding.
Strategic.
And yeah, you know.
He does a deep dive in his book
certain
about that.
There's a reason that 50 does everything that he does. But it would be foolish to assume that everybody is down to play that game.
Very foolish. I mean,
is there any other group dynamic you guys need me to speak on?
Just what you took from that, from a, I don't know, personal level. But I heard that and thought we could talk about this for an hour. Nothing to do with 50 and Banks.
Yeah,
it's just such.
But
I
think
that
that a lot
topic.
of that shit too, Joe. You know, was even with Slaughterhouse. I think a lot of the things that I witnessed with y'all being in the studio. I think y'all may have had different ideas in the direction of the group, whether it was musically or what y'all wanted to look like. What was y'all stance on certain things? And I think that you could you could speak to that about what's the difference in dynamics and how that can affect the group in the direction of where y'all go, because they may have wanted to do things that you didn't want to do, or they wanted to make records that you didn't want to make. They wanted to,
or vice versa.
Yeah, or vice versa. You know what I'm saying? It's just how do you get through that? How do you get past that and put your personal feelings and preferences?
That's sacrifice. Like if you're going to be in a group, certain things about yourself you got to be willing to sacrifice. You got to check ego at the door. You got to realize that you are now responsible for an entire group, not just yourself. Now you have to take everybody's opinions into consideration, even when you don't fucking want to. That's just part of the pamphlet for, hey, do you want to be in a group? So, and once those things start to fall, that's probably when the problems occur. To be honest, like when it's no longer fun. I know in Slaughterhouse, that's what we always said. We said, listen, when this is not fun, we can wrap it up. Because this was something that we started out of passion, that we all cared about, we were all invested in, and we had a really good fucking time, and it felt different from what we were doing individually. And we all just always said the same thing. The second it's not fun, we'll stop. Now, we went a different route, but again, even that, for me, my version of that, I'm sure they have their own version, is the business got in the way. And yeah, there was some sessions I could remember where maybe one person didn't like the direction another person was taking a song. Yeah, I can remember fucking arguing about maybe some of the features you wanted, like the how do we want this to sound, look. Yeah, I can remember arguing about photo shoots and videos, but when you're in a group, you got to be ready for some arguing too, and and I don't mean dysfunctional arguing. No, productive. I just mean productive, creative space arguing.
It's bad. It's bad.
You got to be ready for some of that.
It's bad if y'all are not arguing. It's bad to me.
Yeah, but I mean, I remember some of the things. Well, let me not get back to Banks and 50. I just could see there being a few different versions of that. Not versions, but perspectives and opinions on how that played out. That's what I'll say.
Absolutely.
But I do want to read that book.
I will quickly ask you, though, your point of when it no longer becomes fun. That sounds good on paper, but when shit is clicking and you're making a lot of money, you might keep going. And it might, I'm talking in general.
Well, that's the decision.
It may end up, I think that's kind of the root of things getting fucked up. Like, sometimes success is the exact reason why you guys are breaking up, not failure.
You brought us right back to the numbers people versus the other the other people.
But I mean, we're all human at the end of the day, and we all have to pay bills, and we all have families to take care of. So when
please
listen, I'm talking about how things break up. It may no longer become fun, and y'all may not like each other, but people need money, and I think that's the root of the bullshit. People come in resentful and angry because they don't want to be there, but we know we're making money every time we do this show. And then we have a fucking catastrophe of a fallout that could have probably been fine if we all would have just separated, and we could have stayed friends once we ended the business.
Anything I've ever did in my entire life that I did for money first turned out horribly wrong.
Yeah.
Anything.
I agree.
I can't name one time where it turned out right.
Yeah, because you usually just make a decision off of, desperation.
For me,
which is
that
the worst time to
doesn't turn out right. For me, that doesn't feel good. For me, I don't sleep well at night knowing that that's how I base my decision making. So I don't knock anybody else that you got to do what you got to do. But for me, that's a crutch. That is a scapegoat. We need money, fam. If I want to get into my minimalist bag, I'm talking about me. I'm not talking about the average person out there that has trouble thinking for themselves. I'm talking about me. If I want to get into my minimalist bag, I could live on very little.
We all have done it.
That's what I'm saying.
We've done company.
We come from that.
That's what I'm saying. We come from very humble beginnings. If we had to survive that way, no, I'm not of the mind that I couldn't be happy. I couldn't find happiness in that way. And that's who I am to this day. I don't negotiate contracts off of money. I negotiate it on, okay, what are some of these other sentences in here that's going to piss me off 6-7 months into this? That's going to make me angry. Which the money is not what's going to do it.
Another great part of 50's book is him negotiating off opportunity, not money.
It's never money. You know the people that negotiate deals for money, the people that don't have money.
True. Well, yeah. What Maul just said, when you make a decision out of desperation, is always going to be a bad decision. But I think also, kind of quickly backtracking, people get a bit blind when they first get money to the things they actually hate and will put up with and deal with. Like, they may not realize they hate the situation they're in until it's too late. Like, it may be an ounce of annoyance that gradually builds up, but you're only focusing on the tangible and materialistic things that are in place and how that's helping your life. Your mind isn't developed and totally focused on, I hate the situation I'm in right now. This is no longer fun for me. Like, on your second deal, sure, you should have some self-awareness on what's going on. But I can't fault people on their first deals not even realizing amongst their inner thoughts that I hate where I'm at right now.
Well, one, I won't relieve anyone of their learning experience. We all got to go through some shit to pull something from it. So I won't knock you if you did some shit for money and hey, in 5 years, maybe you look back and look at that a little differently.
And do your next deal better.
Two, most of us are really comfortable being uncomfortable. Like, we're preconditioned to certain things.
It's our shit.
So it is business for sure.
Yeah, 100%. So everybody ain't just another buzzword. Everybody running energy, the vibes. Niggas be mad insecure.
Yeah. No, 1,000%.
Yeah. Because it would just go a little different. It's like I tell women, like women that come to me for advice. Or people, let me not say women. People will come to me for advice. And they start talking that faith shit. I believe in a higher power. Oh, I got faith. Oh, I got yada, 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 yada. But. And me, as a man of faith, and this is not a holy podcast, so I'll get off of this soon. But me, as a man of faith, you can always spot the other people who just move in faith. Mm-hmm. Not the talkers. Not the people that's telling you how much they believe in God and got hope and all this good church gospel shit. No, the people that believe that shit. So you could spew that. You could spew that energy vibe shit all you want. Mm-hmm. There are energy vibe people out there that pick up on energy and vibes.
Yeah.
I don't know how we got there, but whatever.
It's in your actions. You're right.
What else we got, man? You getting me riled up.
No, that
was a good convo.
I thought it was great.
I'm getting riled.
Thought it was a good deep dive.
It's okay. Need a good riling.
While we on 50, last week, 50 said that he doesn't want to battle Ja. He wouldn't do the versus battle against Ja.
We knew that.
Yeah, but he expounded. He said because Ja's a duet artist. He don't really have solo songs. I thought that was pretty funny. But then the next sentence was, I think a much more appropriate matchup would be myself versus Snoop.
Okay.
Huh.
And that was confusing to me because I couldn't understand how he came to that being a much more appropriate battle.
No, that actually makes a lot of sense.
It does, and he obviously
How does
respects
that make
Snoop
sense?
and is aware of
Because
his
they both
catalog.
have a lot of hit records, but they're not necessarily like the lyrical miracle guy. Particularly, they make sort of poppy records, but are not pop guys. They're super real.
Parks is correct. Yeah, I think it's a great matchup.
There's a lot of parallels there.
And they both have the first album that's at it like classic without a single argument.
Classic beyond classics.
Yeah, like a top 20 without question album ever. Fuck what genre we're in.
I don't think that would be fair to 50.
What you mean?
Doggy Style came out when? 91?
93, I think.
90.
2.
Okay, yeah, not 91. 92, 93, okay.
93, I think. Yeah.
That's just a lot longer of a career to pull from. I'm always going to go with the guy that can just pull from 30 years of shit, and 50 can't. It's not that
Snoop has one of the most incredible careers that we don't really talk about that much.
That is correct.
That's what I'm saying. Snoop could pull out 20 guest verse real quick, and this be a
20 years apart.
This be a formidable bout.
Snoop is
I don't
also the most famous rapper of all time.
I don't want to sound like I'm disrespecting 50 because I would never, but
No.
I just don't think that's an appropriate battle. Yeah, him and Ja may not be
maybe
appropriate
Eminem.
either, but Snoop and 50, I don't know.
I think that battle's better than you think it is.
Well, listen, I'm all right.
I just think it is.
I think it's a good battle.
Now, if Snoop can pull from everything he wrote, now we're getting in a different category.
What do you mean?
Now we're pulling from the entire Chronic album. We're pulling from a lot of shit. We're pulling from a lot of 2001. We're pulling from some shit.
I don't think he wrote the entire Chronic. I think DOC wrote a lot of that stuff. A couple other people. If I'm
True.
not mistaken.
I just think Snoop's pen is probably on a majority of those records. If not, he's not doing every single verse, but
I think
Snoop's pen is on the Chronic a lot.
I think y'all should go Google Snoop Dogg. I can't believe that y'all think that's.
I love 50, but I would definitely take Snoop in that battle.
Wait,
I would too.
I'm
but I
not-
think it would be a good battle.
Well, yeah, it'd be
It'd
great.
be fun. I mean, it's two of the biggest
happy to
artists
see them
we've
both.
had. Yeah.
yeah, I don't want to make this sound like I'm discrediting Snoop's catalog.
All right, so let's move.
I would never. Snoop's one of my
Like,
favorite
come on.
artists of all time.
So let's move on from there. Also in this versus arena, DMX was saying that the only person he would do this with is Hove. How do y'all feel about that? React.
I think DMX is correct. If he's gonna do a versus, it should be with Hove. I think Hove is taking that, but it's gonna be a longer night than the people would think it would be.
X has got big records. Bro.
X has huge records.
Yeah, I think DMX and Snoop makes so much more sense.
Really?
I think that makes a lot more sense.
But DMX is really pulling at the end of the day from 2.5 albums.
That is not true.
Nah, not
That
at
is
all.
not
Three?
true at all. That is
You
not.
said
You are,
DMX
you
Way
are,
more than that. He's
you are
got
wrong.
hits over.
Whoa, guys, we're talking 20 records.
No doubt.
You're wrong.
But
He's not pulling from
Maybe
2.5
his later
albums.
records weren't as critically acclaimed, but he had hit records all the way.
I'm aware.
through until
Guys, DMX is one of my favorite rappers. If there's anyone that knows his catalog, it's me. I'm saying when he's pulling for his 20 records against a Snoop Dogg or a Jay-Z, yeah, we're going from that first era. We're not going from that second era.
I'm with you. I'm still on Snoop shit. That's not appropriate either. But I think it's more appropriate than 50 and Snoop. But in this X and Hove thing, yeah, nah, not for me.
Why you say that? Who would you rather see?
See,
For Hove, I guess.
that's where I'm gonna steal your point, and Hove just has so much more to grab from. That's why it's not fair.
But I don't. We're the Hovengers and all, but X might have bigger records.
X has huge records.
He has huge records
Bigger records than who?
than Hove, like singles.
I don't necessarily think
Not numbers wise.
bigger records is all that's
No, I think
needed.
Well, yeah,
numbers-wise.
shit. Maybe numbers wise with the first two.
I don't necessarily think bigger records is all that's needed in these battles. I'm taking
No.
Hove's discography.
I'm taking. Well,
Yeah,
I'm
I think.
taking his
Let
discography
me be
over
clear. I
anybody.
think Hove would win that, but X has big records. It's not gonna
Yeah,
be.
I'm sticking by
quick
my point
knockout.
that I have Hove winning. I just don't think it's gonna be. It'll be a longer night than people would anticipate.
Did you guys care at all about the Trina and Kaya back and forth?
I wasn't privy to that.
Then forget it. Never mind. Don't even.
Kaya said she got 235 songs, something like that.
Huh?
She said she got 200 hits.
Wait, what?
Kaya does not have 200 hits.
That's what she said. I'm just telling you what she said. I don't know.
I mean,
no
if she does,
no artist
maybe I
on
don't
Earth
know.
has 200 hits.
Or
Or off Earth.
She said she got 200 hits.
All right. Well, then I guess she's winning that battle.
Well, I don't think we're getting the Kaya versus Trina battle. By the way,
Damn.
let me just point that out.
I was hoping maybe you could pull some strings behind the scenes there. John Legend said he would maybe battle Alicia Keys, and I thought that was a pretty good matchup.
That nigga get his fucking boots smoked. That's what he'll do.
Nah, it'd be a good matchup though. Don't do that. That'd be a good matchup. Alicia's winning that, but that'd be a good matchup.
Nah, Kid Cudi wins that.
Kid Cudi does win that.
Yo, we gotta stop.
Cudi wins that for sure.
We can't keep throwing Cudi's name in this, man.
He do win that. Though.
Cudi wins the X and Hove battle if you think about it.
The Scots, nigga, you a Cudi. The Scots.
Joe is an idiot, man.
I forget it, man, because I don't want to be a hater. Listen, you don't think John Legend gets his boot smoked?
Boot
He's definitely
smoked?
get his boot smoked.
Alicia's winning that for sure, but boot smoke? No.
Yo, Rory's the king of fucking running toward the next base and then running back.
No, because
Now he's winning for sure, but boot smoked.
All right. This is where
He's the king of that
this is
shit.
where I don't. This is where you're such a hypocrite because you just killed me like 2 weeks ago for me using the word smoke too much that I say artists get smoked. So what? Make up your mind. Is it Oochie Wally or is it One Mic with Me? Come on.
Both.
Make up
That's
your
a good
mind.
question, Joe.
Make up your
You're more of
mind.
an Oochie Wally guy.
Make up your mind.
Yeah.
Joe's a one mic
You
guy.
Oochie
He's a-
Wally.
Rory's Oochie.
You're not even the Wally part.
The Wally.
He's Oochie. Just Oochie.
He just Oochie.
That was my nickname.
Holy shit.
All right, what score then? Come on, what score? Give me the score, John Legend versus Alicia Keys. And don't let Chrissy be there.
14-6.
Nah, Chrissy gonna help.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Chrissy would definitely help.
Oh, Maul's scoring it like really boxing.
Hey, John
It's
could
14.
John could come out with, we're just hard on that. Yeah, I know. I know.
Empire State of Mind right after that. Empire State of Mind right after that.
You're going to need more than some ordinary people this time, John. I'll tell you that much, buddy.
Nah, John
let
has
me
all
stop,
those.
'cause I
John
love-
has all those movie hits.
I love John Legend.
That the
so let me
world
stop.
loves.
I don't
Yeah,
want to
John
sound like
Legend is
I don't
dope.
want to sound like I'm hating on him, but I don't think
What's
that
Alicia doing when Greenlight come on? Come on.
Green light's my shit. Green light's my shit.
No, you're underselling that battle.
I like John. I think John Legend and Keisha Cole makes more sense.
All right, man. Come on. Fam. Yo, your verses takes are insane.
Yo, this nigga Joe, he got a sick lineup he trying to put out there.
Sent from heaven. Now y'all
Don't
want
do
to?
that.
Yeah,
That's
now
that
y'all.
shit.
Yeah, look.
That's that
look.
shit right
That's
there.
what I'm saying. Y'all just
That's
trying
the
to.
Keisha we waiting
y'all
on. We
trying to
still waiting for that
dismiss-
Keisha to come
y'all
back.
trying to dismiss Keish like y'all
Nah.
did Lil Mo.
Keisha. Her name is Keisha.
Y'all trying to get rid of Keish.
Nah, never that. That was that shit right there.
Oh yeah, yeah. I might have to let that play in the V this weekend.
In your
That's
driveway?
nasty.
No, I'm taking a ride this weekend. I'm taking a ride.
Oh, where you
Gotta
going
take
to?
a ride.
Already told the driver, yo, Saturday night, I'm calling you just to take a ride. Just drive.
You just gonna drive around town?
Yep, that's it.
I'm not mad at it.
Might head down to Jones Beach or something, do a U-turn, come back. Serious.
the
I'm
move.
gonna
That's the move right
blast
there.
some music, just sightsee, chill out, recline the seat, kick off my shoes and relax my feet.
Joe would still go to Joe.
Party on down to this Escape beat or the Rage beat. Probably
that's
listening to
that
my
move
own
right
shit.
there.
Yeah, no, 100%. Listen, you're right. You can't just be cooped up in the house. You got to do something.
Nah,
yeah,
And we
yeah.
supposed to get like a Arctic blast this weekend or something
That
like
is
that.
that is what the headline said.
Yeah.
Some
Yeah.
Arctic tornado that's going to change the face of the earth. And then they said, "Oh, you'll maybe get like an inch of snow."
Yo, Earth is
Yeah.
depressing, man. It is.
It's healing. It's
Healing.
cleansing itself.
Healing. Let's see what
Yo,
else
I
is
can.
important here.
Speaking of that, y'all keep falling for those LA smug photos or whatever the shit is, where LA is clear when it's clearly a completely different year and season and location and day. And it's like, wow, look at LA in December of 2019 and look at LA now. It's so much clearer. I'm like, fam, it's one that's an iPhone camera and that's also like a red camera. Y'all keep falling for
Rory
this
hating
shit.
on the atmosphere.
Nah, my mind is still.
How you hate on the ozone?
My mind is still blown from the part of the Outer Shadows doc when they was freaking it. Of course, everything in Hollywood is fake, and you know that just from the sheer meaning of the origin of the word holly, originally from the holly plant, and the holly plant was used 300 years ago to cast spells and make you believe things that weren't true. I was like, oh,
They was lying though?
You never even thought about that, right?
That was the holly plant, yo.
Yo, humans are so
that is what
so
that
gullible.
was.
Like, yeah, nah, the holly plant.
Nah. You hear Maul hating now. I watched that Out of Shadows doc.
I heard it was some bullshit.
Nah.
The holly plant.
See, I'm awake. Maul's asleep.
Yeah.
Are you up? You up?
Yeah.
I'm awake.
I'm woker than I ever been.
I'm awake. And I read the comments of people agreeing with me about my wokeness.
Okay.
So-
y'all connected?
Hell
Exchange
yeah.
some numbers and shit? You exchange numbers?
See, Maul don't even know about Pizzagate. That's crazy. I can't even talk to him. He don't even know about Pizzagate.
Nah, but Maul came in here with the pandemic info to start off the pod, so
I mean,
He's
you
woke.
know, I'm up.
Yeah, Hollywood and the CIA. Coronavirus.
yeah, you don't even need a mask because it recycles the virus
Yeah.
into your body.
You saw your Netflix had the pandemic shit right on cue. Right when the shit happened.
Yeah, y'all giving them too much substance.
Yo, y'all giving it too much substance.
you missed the substance.
That's a fact.
Yo, Joe is an idiot, man. I swear to God, man. Whenever he in a silly mood,
Come on, y'all
Can't talk about shit.
Y'all want to talk about Earl Thomas?
Oh, I want to talk about Pizzagate.
pizza gate.
we brushed that one right over.
What about Earl Thomas, man?
What about her emails? I'm one of those guys now.
Yo, Rory gonna get us
A
canceled.
Republican?
No, fuck Trump and fuck Hillary. But check those emails.
Rory's talking about Pizzagate.
Holy shit, y'all are some sick fucks.
Listen, Rory was persistent on this being spoken about right now.
I wasn't persistent.
Talk about it.
I brought it up.
A bunch of people get killed over that Pizzagate shit.
I don't want to talk about it on air. I talked about it with Joe before the podcast. I'm terrified.
Edit
Is
point.
this the same doc that you be talking about, Joe?
Yeah.
Just want to say that we brushed over Pizzagate. We don't have to edit it here. We just brushed over it. That's all I'm saying.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna check
And
it out.
by
Y'all keep
us, I
pumping
mean
it
the
like
whole
dope.
world.
Yeah, I think YouTube is my new shit to just watch conspiracy shit on.
Oh, you late. You
but like
about
on-
15 years late.
Yeah, I am probably.
You should check out this thing called Loose Change about 9/11.
You remember when niggas first saw that though?
Hell
Run
yeah.
outside to the block. Like,
Zeitgeist opened up the.
it was an inside job. Man,
Yo,
go back
loose
upstairs.
change.
Go back in the house, man.
Where are the passengers?
Yo, the whole plane was gone, but they found the passports on the streets. Fam.
Yo, with all due respect, I've watched a few of those 911 docs.
I've watched them all.
And one, rest in peace, my condolences to anybody who was affected by
For
that.
sure.
Two,
Absolutely.
I think all of us were
when I
affected
watch
by
them
it.
shits, like groupthink will really get you killed. Like one of them shits was like, yeah, man, we heard the large boom, but then the supervisor stood up and was like, all right, everyone stay seated. Like, wait,
Fam, nah.
wait, excuse
Nah.
me? I had to
Yeah, nah.
rewind the doc.
Yeah,
I was like,
No,
y'all
I
heard?
I told y'all on this podcast, my mother's best friend was working in the tower, and they was like, nah, just chill, you're fine. And her husband ran up in that shit and said, no, that other one just got hit. Get the fuck out of here.
Wait, what about some of the conspiracy docs that are like, those planes were CGI, and
no, that's
that was
my
a
favorite.
big speaker that played that boom.
Nah, son with the bald head that has that
I
theory on
live
lock.
in New York City. I saw that.
He
I saw
sells
that smoke from the roof.
Nah, but that was a bomb, all. Like,
Yeah,
they
yeah.
just played the airplane noises with the speakers.
On the beast pill.
Beats Bill. Parks did the audio.
It was surround sound. Hey, wait, the stupid doc talking about, so I think that was Out of Shadows. They talking about,
I'm joking about this
They
shit, but I
said-
believe
they
all
said-
this shit.
so you mean to tell me this is a picture of a plane when it ran into a huge bird and there was a big dent in the plane. But this plane went through the towers. It's like, ooh. Nah, they got a point.
They got a point.
Yeah, I just believe anything that's said to me.
That's how you fall in, though. You're like, damn, I ain't even think about it like that.
All right, yeah, no, I'm done. I'm done with this. Come on.
I did notice on your board here, it says Black Magic, Joe. What are you doing after you saw that dunk?
Nothing, Rory.
Magic.
You're in media now.
Magic.
You have to get sacrificed.
Joe's definitely getting into a magic career.
Joe being a magician would be great.
My career has been full of magic, but you guys won't acknowledge it.
Joe, we love you and we give you gratitude.
No. It's not enough.
We give you the it's not enough.
It's not enough.
He was so dead.
No, it's not enough.
You can't, but see, you can't give men gratitude because they just be sitting there like, all right, man, whatever. You can't do that.
It's not enough.
We don't take gratitude well, so how can we give it?
But I got a good glimpse of y'all last week when we brought up the Barstool shit, and I was reading the story, and I'm like, yeah, these poor young ladies, they only made $75,000. It was $95,000 with the bonuses. I was like, yeah, man. Well,
What?
Yeah, I'm lost.
What's wrong with this nigga, man? What you talking about? Why was that funny?
y'all shitted on them.
No,
I'm
we
like,
didn't.
oh
Nah,
man,
we didn't shit on them at
your
all.
privilege is showing.
No.
I didn't shit on him at
Your
all.
weird brain already had something in your head and then took what we said and made it that. No, we were
I
saying
wasn't
that
shitting on them.
they are worth more than that salary to them. But we understand that if you went in there with nothing at all, that's not a bad salary. But,
no, we didn't
But
know
at Barstool,
if they created the show or
if
not.
you're the number one podcast, yes, you should be getting more than $75,000 a year. That's what we were saying. That's not a privilege thing. That's a fact. And you're someone that says, I care about the creators. So, yes.
I care about
You're privileged.
I am.
He's blue.
You're blue
It's
privileged.
a privilege to come in here and record with you guys 2 times a week.
Oh God.
See why you can't
All right,
love or
see,
give
yeah,
gratitude?
I'm done. I'm done with you guys now. Oh wait, come on, y'all ain't answered the question from last week.
What was it? What was the question?
Things that have been said to you in the middle of an argument that have pissed you off that shouldn't have pissed you off.
You're just like your dad.
That's always Rory's go-to.
Damn. She
That's
know
like
your
really,
dad like
that's
that?
like really triggering for Rory. He says it all the time here. I didn't think that
it's a
line.
go-to.
I didn't think that line would make it here, but okay.
Oh, onto the podcast?
Yeah, because you're just no. In this topic,
Oh, well,
because when that's said to you, they know it's gonna piss you off.
yeah. It's a go-to.
I'm
to piss you
saying
off.
things said that maybe shouldn't have pissed you off.
That shouldn't
That
piss me
pissed
off.
you off. What? Well, yeah, you're right.
It shouldn't piss me off.
'Cause you should love your dad.
I love him to death. He's an amazing guy.
Yeah, you should want to be like
and
that.
I be sitting there like, why are you saying that so negatively? Bitch. I'm joking. We don't use those words.
Psych your mind.
We don't use those words.
Mo, what's up? You got something?
Maybe something about another girl or something that I didn't even like that. Like just bring up another girl. Oh yeah, you like her. That's who you really interested in. It's like, what are you talking about? I don't even look at that girl like that. Shit like that. Like when it's definitely nothing that's on your mind and they swear that that's where your focus is or that's what you really
No.
like into.
To Maul's point, I hate when they try to tell us about our taste. Like, nah,
Yeah,
I know
I
what
hate
you
that
like. Why don't you
Yeah.
go with? I know what you like. Go with that. Like, wait,
Yeah.
And I'm not even thinking about that.
like, what are you talking about?
That's not even on
Didn't
my
even
mind.
cross
What are you
my
talking-
mind.
That will piss me off because it's like you just so far off of the target. It's like
And
shut the
you're
fuck
so
up.
confident. You're so wrong and strong about your
Yeah.
fucking opinion.
Shit like that bothers me. Like that's what irritates me. Oh, you like her? That's the type of bitches you into. I don't even know that girl.
Your
What are you
fucking
talking about?
insecure ass up.
But that's the correct. That should be the response, right? Like, yo, shut your insecure. But you can't say that because that's a whole new fight.
Oh, y'all don't be saying that?
Saying what?
I've said that before for sure.
Oh, shut your.
Shut
Oh,
your insecure ass up.
I've
Not
said
like
it
that.
in a healthier way.
Yeah,
but
not like that.
But the word insecure has definitely come out of my mouth.
Fix up, look sharp.
Fix up, look sharp. Nah, Joe, you see, nah.
You
playing
camp?
with fire. You can't tell a girl that in the middle of an argument.
I try to get some flagrant shit off in the middle
Fix
of an
up,
argument.
look sharp.
No, I was in the middle of an argument, and a chick gonna text me, "Yo, do you need me to order you a book off Amazon?"
What?
I wanted to break that fucking phone.
Well, what's wrong with that?
Bitch. Don't offer me a book.
She was trying to help you vibrate higher, man. That's all.
Not in the middle of us beefing about some chick you think I'm talking to. Don't ask me if I need a book to occupy my
Oh, this is in the
time.
middle of a beef.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. That's annoying. I thought she just offered that. And you were
No, this was
pissed
in the
at
middle
book.
of her
Yeah.
beefing, saying I'm entertaining, and maybe I got too much time on my hands.
Yeah. So she
Do she need to
get you a
order me-
book.
Do she need to order me a book?
That's funny.
It wasn't.
She was trying to heal.
Is that why you were laying on your stomach?
She got a ha ha. That's what
She was trying to heal you, Joe. That's all.
That was mature of you.
Chicks love trying to heal some shit, trying to fix me.
That's their shit.
accept themselves.
Yeah, you are so hard to read, Joe.
That's the point. I've spent years trying to get this way.
I don't want you to be able to read.
I'm a
me.
professional at this now.
No, my bitch can read me fine. I talk to her at night. tell her how I
No, my girl, she gets
tell
it.
her how I feel. Like she knows what I would do in certain situations.
Yeah.
Like, nah.
You, on the other hand, I've kept a
She
distance on
finishes my
purpose.
sentences for me. She finishes all my sentences before I do.
Yeah, you still call me my street alias.
Yeah, I'm about to say, she knows my middle
You
name.
don't know nothing about me, bitch. I'm hard to read. Who
My
are you?
street- What's your street alias?
What's yours?
We've had Oochie.
Oochie.
Yo, Parks.
Yo,
Man, bro, my bad.
Yo,
niggas yelling
Parks.
Oochie when you walk down
Yo,
the block
Parks.
is crazy.
Parks.
Yo, Rory being Oochie is crazy.
Yo, Oochie.
That's not a fly name.
No. Don't ever let a man call
Nah.
you Oochie.
What about Lil Oochie?
Oochie, dice game, ooh wee.
No, Joe, don't do that again. Please
That was Rory's bar. That was Oochie's bar.
That was my
don't
bar.
do that
Oh,
again.
all right.
Don't do that again.
Don't want them Ooch bars yet.
The Ooch bars.
Don't do that. Yeah, no, please don't do that.
You guys heard the new Black China single?
Yo, that is
No, Rory.
Yo, we ain't
Did you
talking
write
about
it?
Earl Thomas yet. Y'all talking about all this bullshit that don't matter.
No, that's what we was stupid to start talking about. Y'all went into
Yeah,
the fucking
goddamn it.
Pizzagate. Let's get into Earl Thomas, man.
You would fuck around your brother?
Wait,
Would I do
wait,
what?
Would you fuck with your brother? Would you go to Pound Town on something next to your brother? Would you have an orgy with your brother? A threesome with your
Wouldn't
brother?
have a threesome
Nah.
or orgy.
Yeah.
with
I'm not having a
anyone.
threesome.
Because that was the
anymore,
story with
period.
him that he got busted with some chicks and his brother, and they was pounding something down.
The same girl, or it was multiple
I don't
girls?
know. I wasn't there, man.
Oh, I thought it was
Or
in
were
the
you?
story. I thought it was in the
wasn't there.
details.
Okay.
No, I wasn't there.
But no, I'm not doing that. No.
Had you left a few minutes prior, or
I'm not doing that with my brother, but then
Yeah.
again, I didn't.
That's a weird thing to do with a family member, I feel like.
I'm not. Fam, first of all, I'm
doing
not
that
having.
shit. Period is weird.
Yeah, I'm not having sex with another dude in the room. I'm not doing that.
Nah, shit is weird.
Hell no.
I'm not into
I'm
that.
past that. Those years. That's younger me.
When those years were,
Maul, you're
Active,
being
I wasn't.
orgy-phobic.
Oh, is that a new term? I guess. Whatever.
you're very problematic
Okay.
about people's lifestyles. But no, I've always thought fucking with your man was weird. It's just weird.
Especially as
It's
a
just
grown-
weird
as
to
a
me.
grown man.
Especially when you put it that way.
It's just weird.
Yeah. As a grown man, yeah, it's
Yeah,
like
but it's your brother.
Well, all right.
But
let's
still,
let's-
even still,
we can
it's
do
like,
other
Nah,
things.
brother's worse.
I'm an only child.
yeah.
I don't
Fuck
have
with your
brothers
brother.
and sisters, but
That'd just be. It's just like ew. Like it would turn into us laughing. Like you're trying to see my brother go to Pound Town. It's like, yo, come on, fam. You look crazy. Like, what are you doing? Like, you can't. Nah.
Your parents don't
can't
have no other kids, like separately.
Oh, you're a miracle baby.
Yes, I am. And this
I knew-
look
I
look
knew
at this
something
look at this
special about
miracle. Look at what miracles are.
Look at this walk. Look what
little
miracles
Ooch.
are made of. Look at little Ooch.
Ooch the miracle.
The miracle Oochie.
Little miracle Oochie.
You little miracle Oochie, you.
Yo,
This is not how I saw my 30s becoming.
Yo, Maul put his sentimental voice. I was like, oh, so you a miracle, baby. And dumbass Rory talking about, yeah.
He is though.
I was giving into the joke.
Oh, you wasn't supposed to be here like Deborah Cox.
Yo, what's wrong with you?
You wasn't supposed to be here like Deborah Cox.
Oochie Cox.
Oh shit. Yo, that's funny.
Oh shit. All right, Oochie.
Yo, y'all are idiots.
Oh shit. Damn, now I gotta take this hoodie off now. This is craziness.
That was funny.
All right, what else is important to talk about?
We still we even getting to Earl Thomas.
We keep trying.
Word. All right, so he was fucking something with his brother. Shorty walked in, pulled a gun out, then bought him a chain. Did I miss anything?
Is that really what happened?
She bought him a chain?
I saw that today.
That was the makeup?
Yeah.
Sorry for pulling the hammer out.
Yeah, here's a chain.
I got you a little drip.
I think those two things go hand in hand.
Yeah, chains and guns for sure. Absolutely.
Chains and
All right,
guns.
But what's the full story?
Joe has the whole story. I didn't know anything about this fucking with a brother. I didn't know anything about this.
Earl Thomas.
So she went on Snap. Oh, go ahead, Joe.
Oh no, go ahead. You do it.
Phenomenal safety.
She went on. Yeah, amazing football player. He disappeared or something, and then she went on his Snapchat, and it still had his geo tag in there. And so she went to the geo tag and found him and his brother fucking some hoes.
On the geo tag?
They might have been nice, respectful women.
So then she called up some of her homegirls, went over there. The homegirls held the brother and the side chick at knife point, and she chased him around with a gun.
Yeah, they definitely thought that one out.
And I think she got arrested. He did a video trying to get in front of
That's
the shit
exactly
with the
how I thought
TMZ
Ocean's
video.
13 was really going to go. Or 14. Whatever the one has when it's all chicks. That's the real story to that one.
And then all the news outlets, they're gonna report the story, then talk about some. Earl Thomas was not arrested. Like, what did he do to get arrested? Like, why the fuck?
Good. He was a victim.
Chased him around with a knife, a gun, held his side chick hostage, wouldn't let his brother leave. And then
Why would he be getting arrested?
Earl Thomas was not arrested. Oh,
Is he okay?
yeah, word.
He didn't get arrested.
Is there a spokesperson, someone that can talk
man.
about his health?
The media villainized some people, boy, some black people.
Shit is crazy, man.
That is nuts.
Well, I mean, she got him a chain, guys. So
That makes it all better?
I just want to know what the chain said.
Is this his wife?
It was
or
a picture of
girlfriend?
the kids.
No.
What?
All right.
That's what the chain was.
No, it wasn't.
It was a picture of them two and the children.
Yo, she is
little family photo
she is
joint?
fucking toxic. If we have to really define toxic, that's toxic
That's
behavior.
toxic.
If you're gonna pull a
Nah, that's
gun
like toxic
on
of the
me
year.
and then remind me about my kids, that you should forget that I pulled a gun on you.
You imagine?
Well,
if-
yeah, and I saw a lot of women. I saw a lot of women today championing that toxic behavior, Rory.
Well, women champion that shit
they-
nonstop
they
until
were.
it's towards them.
That's what they do.
Yeah, and the second I start bigging up Adele's ex who ran off with 160 mil, I get killed for the next 3 weeks.
I don't like that shit though, because every time a girl just bleeds a dude dry, it's just yes, bitch, yes. Oh my God, queen, get your money, get your coins. But then God forbid, Mary J's ex walks away unscathed with half of her catalog. Now it's the end of the world.
Yeah, Rory, you didn't know that's how it go.
All the girls, when Adele posted the skinny picture, all the girls told me, that's right. Sis got away from that toxic energy and her life got so much better. I'm like, yo, he got 160 mil. I don't think he's somewhere sad because she's skinny.
Yeah.
Yeah, and first of all, he might have been into big girls.
There's that. Listen, I don't be wanting to say that because I don't be wanting to offend the skinny
Yeah.
chicks. But
Yeah.
yeah, man. Shout out to the big chicks.
That could have been his preference.
I used to run to the dance floor in Jersey during the house. Watch out for the big girls. Watch out for the big. Hey, watch out for the big girl. Yep.
That was that shit right
Yeah,
there.
yeah. I used to go
Watch out for
fucking
'em.
find the biggest chick in the club and then get it popping. Hey.
Right in the iTunes.
Rory used to go crazy when this came on.
Hell yeah.
Rory too young, man.
No, what are
Too
you
young.
talking about?
Too young.
Oh, you are highly mistaken.
Go Ooch. Go Ooch. Go Ooch. Go Ooch.
Are we recording? Fuck it.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, go Ooch. Go. Go.
He was about to go crazy.
Nah, like I gotta make sure it's documented.
Rory's about to go
Hey,
crazy.
he's about to get in his Ooch bag. Oh, he was waiting for the breakdown.
Nah, I
Hey,
switched it.
hey,
Nah,
hey.
I'm DJing now.
That's
Oochie.
when Rory used to
It's
go crazy.
Oochie. It's Oochie. It's Oochie.
It's Oochie. Go Oochie. Go Oochie.
Go Oochie. All right, Oochie not going. Forget it.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, Oochie, you ain't going nowhere.
I'm not. Joe wasn't outside for this though.
Oh, we getting a DJ Ooch set now. Oh, shit.
What are we talking about next?
We can talk about, well, we still,
You guys want to talk about the football player that was also a victim to women toxicity?
Women, what?
what happened to him?
What? What?
Jay Cutler, man. His
Oh,
wife left him for
yeah.
being lazy, despite being a lazy football player. But he earned a lot of money being a lazy football player. So, just thought it was wrong.
Fail.
She might be getting some of that money, though.
She's definitely getting some of that money.
Oh,
so how you
then-
gonna criticize a guy for being lazy after getting CTE for fucking 20 years? And
Nah, she just needed a reason to walk away from the relationship.
that's foul.
That's all.
That's foul.
He'll be all right.
Poor Jay.
We go through it all the time.
It's a lot of women that don't really care about what your career does to you. They just care about the benefits of it.
I'm just glad this something finally happened where all of us can side with Jay Cutler. We've all been shitting on him together for like
We could come
10
together
years.
in harmony.
Yeah, let's come
Yeah,
together and
man.
rep
Poor Jay.
for Jay, man.
Yeah, man.
He'll be all right.
Every year they sold me on his big arm pause.
That's what she was saying too.
You didn't see it yet?
Yeah, it didn't quite work out. Well, shit, we didn't give our final thoughts on what we think is happening with Jill and Erica tonight.
Oh, we talked.
Well,
we
it was
talked off
good to
mic.
see that we. It was good to see that we were wrong. There's no tension between them.
Sure, it is.
No, there's no tension between them.
Yes, there is.
Joe throw some
What are you
fuel in that
talking-
fire,
Yeah.
boy.
What are you talking about? Why you say that?
No. Well, didn't they put post something? With Erica.
They made a post. They both were singing. Serious. Relax.
You still have
relax.
Siri on?
Relax.
Relax.
They made a post singing each other's songs. I thought it was beautiful. It looked great. But I mean, even in that, it looked like it was some smoke. It looked like Erica was singing Jill's song like tweedly dee dee.
Like, oh, this is what you're gonna play.
This cute little jam I remember. And it seemed like Jill was singing the shit out of Erica's song, just showing the.
They have different vocals.
I'm just saying it looked like tension still. I expect to see some tension. That's still Jilly from Philly.
And
that's
Erica
still
is very sarcastic and
I
condescending.
don't want y'all to let the incense and the sage fool you.
No, those be the ones. Those be the ones.
These are the ones. These are the ones.
Yeah, I
Like,
can definitely see Jill Scott playing a long walk and Badu being like, "Yo, you can't even take a long walk right now."
And then Jill walking right to
quarantine.
Erica's
Like, that's
house,
not even-
knocking on the door.
It's
like,
not- you
all
can't
right,
even do that.
now I'm here now.
Long walk where? To the kitchen?
Jill got records that I don't know that I love, but I mean, it's Erica, so I'm sure she'll have a reply to all these records.
Yeah, for sure.
Like a long walk, the way he loves me, like
Just who is Jill Scott?
yeah, that
that
whole
whole first album
that
was-
album. Yeah, but Erica has Baduism, so I'm not gonna do that.
And she doesn't just have that. She got some shit. Of
Look at you waiting for Mama's Gun to come out.
course I am. Of course I am.
You know, Ooch waiting on Mama's Gun.
You already know.
Sure.
You know that.
Did you pick Erica to win?
I did.
Just
yeah.
so I'm clear, just remind me of who everybody picked.
I did.
Maul, Parks picked Jill.
Yes.
You know the vibes.
Miss Badu.
You picked Erica. I think I have Erica too. But damn, it's gonna be a good battle. That's gonna be
Absolutely.
cool to just drive around and watch that battle. Yeah,
Oh, that's
Yeah, we get
you're
some
gonna
red
time
wine,
time
some
time it that
incense.
way.
yeah, that might be hard.
Okay.
plug up and hear it on it. Yeah, I'm gonna have me a nice little night.
Don't let that New America Part 2 come on.
I see you itching over there. I see you itching.
I got a couple.
Go ahead and get your shit off, Ooch.
Nah, that's cool, man.
Ooch is itching. What you call that when Ooch itches?
Chlamydia.
That's a good shot.
All right, Maul. So Michael Jordan. Don't get riled up. I'm kidding.
Where do you have him ranked?
No, we're not doing that. We're not doing that.
We will on Tuesday or
Let's
Wednesday,
talk
though.
about rest in peace, Ahmaud Arbery. Rest in peace, Sean Reed.
Yep.
Anybody else passed that I'm missing this week? It's unfortunate that you even have to think like that. Like, did anybody else pass, or was anybody else murdered?
No one else was murdered. No.
Well, I'm sure they're
Kraftwerk passed away.
Dude from where parks?
Kraftwerk,
I'm
the band Kraftwerk.
not familiar.
An early electronic band that was sampled a lot in hip hop at the beginning.
Got it.
okay. Rest in peace.
Want to look up his name so we
Rest in
could
peace.
acknowledge
Yeah,
him
sorry.
correctly. I'm sure you guys have heard by now they did arrest the Mick. What's the murderer's name?
Florian Schneider is his name.
Florian Schneider. Rest in peace. What did
Had to throw a Mick in there, huh?
What'd you say?
Oh, it wasn't.
There is a Mick in there.
Okay, got you.
McMichaels. Yeah, the McMichaels guys, dad and son, they were arrested.
From what I saw, charged as well. Charged for murder. I mean,
Aggravated assault.
we've seen this path before. So
manslaughter.
let's just pray that they follow through with it rather than just charging them.
I don't have much faith in that. They already removed 2 district attorneys for conflict of interest. They saw this video long before we did. They didn't act at all.
Almost 3 months.
Yeah. I read the statement from one of the DAs that recused themselves, and you could already see the defense that they're lining up. They're trying to say that Ahmaud shot himself when he pulled the gun toward him, and the gentleman's finger was on the trigger because it only takes 1/18 of a second for that to happen. And but it also said, I mean, it reads fishy from the jump because it says that Ahmaud was jogging. The pickup truck pulled up. Ahmaud turned around, initiated contact, and then started fighting the son who was standing on the front end of the truck, which just is funny already because if he's jogging and you're driving and he turned around, then how did somebody end up outside
in the front of the car,
outside of the truck, in front of the truck? I mean, if you read it, it's just
with a firearm.
Yeah, it's just a lot of contradictions. It's really, really, really nasty. Reinforces a lot of the things that we already think about white people in.
White supremacy is a major issue.
Yeah, white people in red states, white
and
supremacy,
blue states,
racism. Just
it's not just red states.
I mean, it's nasty. My heart is heavy for that family. Yeah, I don't even really know what to say. Like we see this so often now. Hopefully, they move this to somewhere where a fair and decent trial can occur.
Because the father's an ex-cop in that community, right?
Yeah, the father is a former investigator and ex-cop with a lot of relationships and ties. I feel like we've seen this doc a million times even.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, yeah.
And, I mean, after the Eric Garner thing was when I completely lost any type of faith in the judicial system when it comes to these type of things. Like any tiny bit I had prior, the Eric Garner thing just put it out for me. Like this is a full murder on camera. And they didn't even want to go into a hearing. Like, nah, let's just get rid of this one.
I also didn't realize it happened so long ago.
In February,
Yeah, over 3 months.
Listen, man.
It's sad and scary.
I'm glad that there was public outcry enough for them to actually take action. Again, I don't have much hope in the judicial system. I don't have much hope in racist white people, so I'm not sure. I'm not sure how I feel.
But to that point, I mean these types of petitions and bringing things to the light certainly are starting to matter to some degree. because they were not going to charge those two until the rest of the world saw this.
Which is the problem I have with all of it. Like
That would have been, which makes you think of all the things that have happened that we do not have any knowledge about.
Right.
No, or the shit that has happened that we do have knowledge about.
That too.
This isn't the first
No,
or last time we've seen
not
this,
even close
or
to the
a
first.
story like this has come up, or you know, we need effective change. We
Yeah.
need effective action. Is what we need.
Yeah, the judicial system and law system seems to protect white supremacy. Always has, I guess, but it in this day and age, it's coming to light even more, and it's sad and terrifying.
Yeah,
and every time
everything's
I think,
on camera now.
Every time I think it can't get any worse, it gets worse. You see them kill a kid on the playground, you think it can't get worse than this. Then you see them kill a man in a car with his wife and daughter, and you think, damn, all right, this can't get worse than this. Then you see them kill somebody in his house in his living room. Rest in peace, both of them, Gene, our guy.
Yeah.
And now you see them kill somebody jogging. Like, listen, man.
Not only kill a kid on a playground, a documented unstable police officer that shouldn't even been on the force to begin with kills a child on a playground.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it's more factors even in there too. You see someone get choked out screaming, "I can't breathe," and it's not even really taken remotely seriously.
In New York.
Yeah, not in the South, not in the quote unquote racist states, middle of New York City.
These are elected officials that are involved in this.
Yeah.
Like, again, that's why your local vote is just really important.
No, the local vote is the most
local
important.
vote is really
the
important.
most important.
I know it's not spoken about enough, but it is. It is. My heart goes out.
And just calling it out for what it is. It's white supremacism.
100%.
Yeah.
100%. 100%.
Like writing it off as anything else is irresponsible.
The video of Sean Reed in the police chase where he got out and was running, and he was recording on Facebook Live.
Facebook Live, yeah.
It seems like all the wild shit happens on Facebook Live, but he's recording on Facebook Live. Like, the sheer arrogance of the police to just piss on us and tell us it's raining. No, I don't believe that Sean Reed was running and firing at you while recording on Facebook Live. I just don't believe that. And to reinforce that thinking, when you stand over the dead body and say, I guess this will be a closed casket, and if I'm not mistaken, that was a black policeman. That was a black cop that said that. Like, there's just a lot of things wrong here. You can't expect me to have faith in the processing of evidence, the handling of all things having to do with this case, when that's the optic we're left with on Facebook Live or the clip that's floating around. It's really sad. No one deserves to go that way.
And it just tells you how those officers value life. That when you see a dead kid, the first thing you say is, "This is going to be a closed casket."
It's nasty.
That just shows you what the value of life is in their minds.
You know, no, it's true. It's true, but that's taught. It's handed down. It's what this country is built on.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, I can't say that. I can't say it's so shocking. And then on the flip side, you have who's my man that was in his house recently, and it was a for sale sign. He got arrested. It was a for sale sign. Shannon Brown.
Yep.
Shannon Brown,
Yeah.
for sale sign in front of his house, the door ajar. People go inside. He fires with a shotgun, and he's immediately arrested. Like, when does stand your ground apply?
When you're white.
Yeah, Parks, that's correct.
Yeah, but don't say I shot myself with a fucking rifle. Like, the thing that they just say is nuts. When you think it can't get any nuttier, it gets worse.
Well, that stand your ground shit is so contradictory. I don't know the laws in Georgia, but even in Florida with Trayvon Martin, isn't that be the case that he was standing his ground because he was hunted down by somebody who's minding his fucking business? Same with a gentleman jogging in Georgia. Like, now I can't stand my ground.
Well,
now it's my fault.
Right.
Like, how does that? It's such a contradiction to the law.
A lot of similarities with those cases, Trayvon Martin and this one. Trayvon, they accused of burglarizing some shit.
Or no, not accused him. That they had reports in the neighborhood, and that this fucking want to tuck my pants into my boots fake army guy was like, oh well, let me go find any black kid.
In that Trayvon Martin case, homeboy was threatened and acting in self-defense.
You ran down on me.
He had
with a weapon.
Like, what are you talking about?
He had police ties. He had ties to, what was he? The head of the committee.
He was the fake
Neighborhood Watch.
Neighborhood
Right.
Watch.
Yeah, but his dad was like
I forgot.
in the
but I'm
police,
sure.
like a police chief or some
Yeah.
shit. Like just a lot of similarities. All really, really sad. Again, my heart goes out to those families.
And I just recently
Right
watched
before
that Michael
Mother's
Brown
Day. Right
doc.
before Mother's Day. Go ahead, you were saying about
And
Michael
I
Brown?
just recently watched the Michael Brown. I know I'm late, but the Michael Brown doc. I want to say Showtime did it, and it put more things in perspective. Even with all the focus on Ferguson at that time, just even more facts of witnesses, not just people that they hired to interview, like actual witnesses that just made it even more unfortunate. Like the gentleman that was walking with Michael Brown when it happened, it really made my stomach hurt watching that. But yeah, I could use some outstanding if you have it.
Yeah, no, I'm coming right now, man. That's what I'm saying. When you came in, you said it looked like I was feeling kind of blue. It's just like when the topics are of this nature.
Yeah.
Like Ahmaud Arbery, Sean Reed, just some of the stuff that we've spoken about today, Tekashi. It's like that part, again, I highlight it all the time, but it's not highlighted enough. The part of a podcaster's job where you can't really skip a topic that you don't care to talk about. Maybe you just want to internalize it. Maybe you just want to think about it yourself.
You don't get that luxury.
You don't get that. You don't get that. Especially as a podcaster that podcasts twice a week. Like
No, especially when it's even more close to home.
Yeah. I was disturbed watching some of those videos of Jersey City police officers and the way they were behaving out there.
Yeah, I watched those as
It's
well.
nasty. It's nasty out there.
Yeah.
Mic check 1 2 1 2. Mic check 1 2 1 2.
Also, happy birthday to Ahmaud. His birthday was on Thursday, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. You guys have I know we can't do much, but Mother's Day plans?
I was about to ask you the same
something
thing.
from a quarantine perspective?
My mom fucking tricked me. Like a week ago, she's like, "Hey, so Mother's Day is coming." And it's funny, I can't seem to find that Beats bullet that you gave me. It's called the Pillar bullet.
Yeah.
And I really enjoyed the bullet, and I just can't find it anywhere. Think you could get me a new bullet, Joey? So when Mother's Day is coming, I might be able to get you a bullet. She calls back a few days later. So Mother's Day was coming, and I was thinking I really need a new TV. I said, but we just agreed on the bullet.
On the bullet.
No, you're just gonna get me the bullet because I'm your mom. But
Yeah.
the TV is my Mother's Day gift.
Yeah.
All right, Ma, you can get the TV. Cool. A couple days later, she calls back. She says, your brother was asking me what my Mother's Day plans was, so I'm asking you. I said, wait.
Yeah.
Wait.
No, that's how I go.
I just said I was getting a TV.
Nah, that's not a plan, though.
That's what she said. She said, that's a gift, not a plan.
It's a gift.
I
not a
said,
plan,
but everything is closed. We normally go out to eat. Everything is closed.
Open
And
it.
She said, you have a chef. I said, and my chef has a mom.
It's also fair too, yeah.
Look how that works.
Yeah.
Somehow she won. So now I'm having dinner with my mom and my brother
Okay.
that my chef is making. in the morning
Yeah.
because he has to go be with his mom, and she's getting a TV and a bullet.
She won.
That's nice little Mother's Day.
That's quite the Mother's Day.
Yo, what's the age where you could
Never.
where you could
No, yeah. Whatever your question is, never.
Never.
look at your mom? You know what? Fuck that.
Never.
Never.
I'm not doing all that shit.
That day is never happening.
No, right? This is
Never.
like a for life thing.
Sorry.
Yeah,
Never.
that's what mothers are.
Yeah.
They like
Can't tell moms no.
they like gave you life.
Until they get senile.
No, that's when you really got to step up.
This nigga's an idiot, man. Especially get all your nose off, right?
They get senile. They don't know which kid you is.
What's wrong with you?
Yeah,
man?
that's a TV.
yeah. Just looking at the microwave. Yeah, holy shit. That's a TV. Yeah, that's a TV.
Yeah, that's a TV right there, Ma. That's not right. I love you, Ma. Yeah, but I expect to have a good Mother's Day through the Arctic blast that we'll be
The
experiencing.
Arctic blast.
Yeah.
What are y'all doing for Mother's Day?
I mean nothing. I mean
Yeah.
We was gonna try to go to this little area upstate, outdoors, but now that the weather is gonna be shaky, I honestly don't know what we're gonna do. We're gonna have probably a little picnic type of thing. Everybody just cook something, bring it, and sit outside. But now that the weather's gonna be fucked up, I don't know.
yeah,
Little picnic kickback.
Yeah.
I have some gifts being sent, but that's as far as we're gonna go.
All right. Listen,
Can't do anything together.
Yeah, probably do a little FaceTime. That's about it.
since you brought it up, Maul, I'll give it to y'all a little bit, man. Sometimes when I'm, on the rare times where I was trying to get in my romantic bag, sometimes I just pack the sheet up, some towels, some sandwiches, a little basket, do the picnic in the park. Come on, give it up.
No, that's not.
There we
That's
go.
wrong with
There
that.
we go.
Swag.
There we go.
I didn't think that was
All
weird.
right.
But
You thought that was weird?
But you got to do that with the right person, though.
That's the thing. You
Like,
can't. You
everybody
can't
can't get
unlock
that.
the picnic bag.
You can't take
No,
the
anybody.
demon on a
Everyone's
picnic.
not picnic.
No.
No,
You
not
can't
at
take
all.
demons to the park.
Demons can't
Yeah,
come
no.
outside when the sun is out, right?
No.
Yeah, that's the thing about it.
Yeah.
They come out when the sun is down and they go home before the sun
Kinda
comes
like
up.
vampires.
Yeah. I thought demons
Yeah.
can't even be seen in the sunlight.
I ain't gonna lie. We shitting on demons, but I do like.
Oh,
the
no one's
demons.
been shitting on
I do
demons.
like the demons with kids that just come over and loosen you up and have to head home real quick.
Yeah. Probably no. Demons have priorities. That's a fact.
Loosen you up is sick.
Hey, the demon with kids come right over and get to it. They don't do a whole bunch of talking.
She got to go.
Yeah.
Some of the demons will let you get loose right there in the same crib with the kid.
Listen, they just run to town. They don't do too much walking.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. Little gargoyles.
But at what
I'm
point?
so sick of
At what point? What? At what point do we have to step up the demon game though? Like,
do you
'cause
mean
it's like
step it up?
freshman demons, JV, junior varsity demons.
Oh no, there's definitely weight classes for
Yeah,
sure.
it's demon weight classes.
There's weight classes.
Like I don't feel like I can fuck with the JV demons no more. Like I'm out of that class.
No, you shouldn't. Yeah, absolutely not. No, you should not.
Nah,
You should
because
not.
even the JV demons, chicks got twerking out of here. Like just straight twerking with the boy shorts on.
Oh yeah, because
That's not even freshman demon.
Head one. The bitches that was running around here trying to make it seem like they got it popping with the twerk,
Yeah,
and then the bitches that was sucking dick getting it popping. It's like, all right,
Yeah.
y'all twerk, y'all can keep
Yeah,
twerking.
yeah.
No, like the weight
Keep doing that
classes
little cute dance.
have shifted. Nah, head is in the that's freshman shit.
Head is freshman shit now.
The times have changed, more.
Look at Mr. Bitches.
Mr. Bitches.
They don't call him Oochie for nothing.
That's a fact, Parks. That's a big fact.
Look at Mr. Bitches. Oh man,
No, go
It's
ahead.
cool if y'all want to play coy. That's fine.
coy.
I'm done with y'all.
Y'all know what time it is. It's
Y'all,
cool.
y'all ain't even talk about it.
If y'all want to be bashful,
All right, Maul said we was doing his mom. Roy said we was doing his mom. Parks, you going to Buffalo?
I'm not. No.
You ain't been in Buffalo
No,
in a
probably-
while, man. What's going on? You off the wagon?
No. What wagon?
The Buffalo wagon.
understand that
The
question.
Buffalo
The
wagon?
Buffalo wagon.
Yeah.
I'm not from Buffalo for starters, but no, I'm not going.
The Elmira wagon.
The same rules apply, man. It's still social distancing. Wouldn't be right.
Oh, what a guy.
Yeah, man.
It sucks, but
You could just pull up and wave from the yard, though, Park.
Man, when y'all ready to pull up the Park's house and pod, man? This Zoom shit is cool, but let's get back to
Fam,
let's get back to the magic.
I'm outside of my house.
I'm ready whenever you guys are.
Yeah, man, enough of this shit.
Yeah,
That's irresponsible.
Man. Gotta respect the rules.
Well, it's not really the rules.
No, it's the rules.
Man, we could do it.
The rules is under what, 10 people?
We could do it now. I play Monopoly 3 times a week.
Oh, no, we see on IG.
You've been doing that. You did that the night we went into quarantine.
And been healthy.
Yeah.
That's the clip they're gonna play.
Been healthy with a cough.
That's gonna be the clip.
Yo, y'all ain't even talk about the new crook, new Joel, new house,
The new house.
Looking forward to it.
or
I heard the clip that Joel posted. I didn't hear the full record yet.
It's a dope record.
But Joel was getting off on that shit.
Yeah, Joel went crazy.
All right.
I didn't hear the
It's
full record. though. I
aptly
didn't hear it.
titled. It's hard. It's a hard record. Looking forward to the album. A lot of heavy hitters on the production.
Heavy hitters.
Heavy.
Heavy hitters, man. These guys hit heavy.
They stole Griselda's artwork style.
Did they? I didn't look.
I
No, y'all
didn't see
probably
it.
didn't see it. Never mind. I ain't see it either.
No, I really didn't see it.
Me neither.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
Because you made the comment.
I was asking y'all something about something I didn't see.
It's cool you bitter that Slaughterhouse came back together.
I'm bitter about mad things. What are you talking about? I think I'm just bitter about one thing.
All right, I see what
Hard
you're
to
saying. I
generalize.
see what you're saying.
Oh, let me see.
No, I'm gonna make it pretend like this is the first time you've seen it.
Yeah, nah, I see what they're saying now.
That's what you said.
Oh.
Shout out to Joel. Shout out to Crook.
Shout out to Joel.
Yeah, I'm looking
Shout
forward to
out
it.
to Joel's.
Shout out to Joel.
Yeah, what the fuck is Rory talking about? Shout out to Joel.
Joel and
Nigga
Crook.
want to put a Jew in everything.
What?
It's Joel, Rory.
You want to put a Jew in everything.
What if I just want to shout out Joel's?
You can.
I'm looking forward to it. They got a lot of dope producers on there. Illmind, Justice League, Eric Sermon, Heatmakers.
No, I'm sure. I'm sure
in.
it'll be great.
And you know the bars is gonna be right.
Joe, any features on there?
Hey, what's up, Joe? You on there?
I'm not on
Joel's,
there.
come on.
I'm not on there. I didn't see if there were features on there, but I don't think they need them.
Nah, I don't think I saw any features besides like.
But
choruses.
like Park said, those are the producers on there. Like, yeah, there's nothing else to be said.
I'm with you.
Yeah.
Eric Sermon's on there.
Yeah, you should be all right.
I don't have anything else. Mother's Day. I keep skipping the overtones of Little Fires Everywhere because it's just gonna make me angry. So I'm not talking about that.
Okay.
But yeah,
The overtones of it?
yeah, the racial overtones on Little Fires Everywhere. Good pod, gentlemen.
Snoop stays putting together some good Long Beach crews.
Word.
Hope everybody stays safe during the Arctic blast. Getting the fuck out of here to enjoy my weekend. Enjoy my
Arctic
baby-free weekend. Think I'm gonna pull up on my baby
Hey.
mamas Sunday with some perfumes. I'm gonna drop a little perfumes off.
Yo, I don't care how much
right.
money you get, you are still hood at the end of the day.
Yeah, I gotta give them a little something light. Something light. They deserve it.
You got
Yep.
the perfume from Macy's?
Come on. You know, from the barbershop.
Word.
Got it from homie at the shop.
Yeah. Perfume and a VCR. Y'all got anything cracking this weekend? Anything fun on the agenda?
No, I'm gonna watch that Erykah Badu, Jill Scott thing. That's gonna be my highlight.
Figure out what we're going to do
Apparently,
for Mother's Day.
Aventura is doing a live concert on YouTube tonight.
Oh
so,
my God.
I guess last night.
Yes. Yes.
So that's where I'll be.
Yes.
See what Romeo and them are talking about.
Yeah, that's gonna be. That sounds crazy.
Yo,
Yeah, man.
to your cyclone thing, NBC News, a once-in-generation May snowstorm could bring a bomb cyclone and thunderstorm across portions of the Northeast.
Woo!
Fucking lit.
Who is writing this shit?
Yeah. No.
They bored as shit, just like the rest of
Holy
us.
shit.
No. I'll be home, staring out the window, waiting to see some snow.
That shit not even gonna
gonna
sit
get no
on the
snow.
ground.
Yeah, they dragging it.
It says it's about to be 48 degrees.
It's supposed to be mad
Get no
rain.
snow.
All right. Well, we'll see. In the meantime, great pod. I'm getting the fuck out of here. Enjoy your weekend. Keep us in your prayers. Lord knows we need to be there. Until the next time, we bid you adieu, arrivederci, hasta la vista, adios, so long, goodbye, deuces, all that good stuff. Remember, life is a series of moments, and moments pass. So let's make this one last as if it's all that we have. Also, do remember, if you happen to see Maul in a Tekashi live stream, typing 10 toes down, don't pay it any mind. Don't pay it any mind. He just trying to drop jewels in there for y'all.
Would never happen.
Just trying to drop the message.
Yeah, man.
Never.
And that's it. We out of here, man. Stay safe.
Happy Mother's Day to all our female listeners.
Hey!
Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there. And do remember, moms, Mother's Day, you get one of them. Father's Day is not yours. That is ours.
Where you been?
Yeah, I know. It'll never work. It's 2 Mother's Days.
But happy Mother's Day to the mothers because they deserve it. But leave that other one alone for like the real fathers.
Yeah, it's true. All right, we out of here. Peace.